If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. Lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Autumn People.
No!
Thank you for joining us for session 12 of the Autumn People, a Chronicles of Darkness actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/autumnpeople and find all the shows on the Happy Jacks Network. Visit Happy Jacks, and to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. And I am your GM, Tappy. And to my right?
Hello, I'm Sam. I'm not Tappy.
You could be if you wanted to.
You can leave your friends behind, because your friends don't tap you.
You just have to believe in yourself.
I always believe in
Yeah,
myself.
right? Like, please stop. Have you met? Okay. Believe in the me that believes in you.
Like, say my name in the mirror 3 times, and then I appear in the morning.
Oh my god, is that all I have to do? Shit!
No, that's what I do to get up in the morning.
That's fair.
Because I'm a monster. Speaking of monsters,
Whoa.
I play Grace Carter-Bennett, who's a very normal widow. Nope, she's a monster. She's definitely a Geist, you guys. It's pretty horrific. And 2-time friend maker of boats. Yeah. Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Boat friend.
My name is Eli, and I'm playing
Good, perfect.
Charles,
Charles.
Chuck.
who's a werewolf, and he's super sad about last session because he got his butt kicked.
Aw, pupper.
Yeah.
First time.
He's a
That's
scalded dog.
First time for everything.
Oh, they keep the dog.
Aw.
Oh.
Hey, that was pretty rough. It was pretty rough.
Hi, I am Aabria Iyengar, and I'm playing Khairyn, the snack mage.
Yay, Snack Mage!
Snack mage! I haven't had snacks in a hot second, so I'm gonna need like 12 to 15% more snacks in this session.
Why do you think I brought the pastry boy on the boat?
Oh my god, thank you. I thought you were gonna eat him.
No! He's here to make you snacks.
You're such a benevolent queen.
Semi-benevolent.
Yeah. I think full benevolent for me and none benevolent for the people you eat, so it balances.
Listen, I just need their ghosts.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're
I
not
don't think they
using
need
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm not Nick.
Mm.
Although
No.
I've got sweet, cool colored hair like Nick. But I'm Mac. I'm playing Gladys Baker, aka the Grey Lady, who is not only a werewolf, but a ghost werewolf. She are dead.
Yay!
Yay!
That's a lot of cheering for my death.
Yay!
That's more like it.
Death.
Jesus.
What if dead may never die?
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
do we have a recap?
We do.
Yes.
Because a lot
What
of
am I
stuff
ready for?
happened, and I
Our
forgot.
reenactments.
It's gonna be
People live for this.
Bruce and Pupper.
Oh, come on, Bubber.
buddy.
You got this.
We doing it.
All right. We begin at brunch. Oats wandered off to be sad. Khairyn. He did.
Damn, you got him early.
Second sentence, you guys.
That's a PR.
That's two. That's two.
All right. Khairyn, Grace, and Charles chatted over brunch when Charles picked up the scent of the Marquis de Carabas. They took a tour of the museum to look for him. Khairyn pocketed some magical items in the Egyptian wing and gave Grace a creepy scarab from a mummy. Charles shifted into Guru and tracked the Marquis down to a boring hallway. There was what it was.
It was. No, it was intentionally a boring hallway.
There was a man at the desk who looked very confused, but doesn't stop him from entering the storeroom.
Would you?
No. It's super vast. He sits and howls. The others come running and are super excited to see a warehouse full of magical items. Khairyn and Grace get sticky fingers. The Marquis' sense pops in and out of the room, but Charles can't pinpoint it. Suddenly, the prince and some goons burst in to yell at us for stealing, but Khairyn offered to teach them about all the magical doodads they have in exchange for letting her keep all the ones she's currently wearing. Grace tells him they were just looking for their friend, and he is apparently a friend of the prince as well. Mystery solved? Question mark? He offers to arrange a tour of the museum, but as they're leaving, Charles overhears, "I told you to be more careful." Grace distracts the tour guide, while Khairyn and Charles backtrack to see what the fuck. The brunch door is now barred, but Charles hulks it open to find the Brute Squad, Laszlo, and the Marquis all staring at him. They swarm him, and he is very hurt. Sad panda. Khairyn busts in.
Sad wolfie.
Yeah.
Sad puppers.
Yeah.
Sad puppers.
I said panda, and I stand by it.
Yeah.
Panda pupper.
Khairyn busts in and casts a space spell, that's hard to say, to prevent the dudes from being able to touch him. Laszlo kills one of his own dudes and draws a blood sigil to try to counteract Khairyn's barrier. Her magic holds, but just barely. Grace feels the magic shift and steps sideways into a shadow, to her tour guide's consternation, to travel to the magic. Oats senses it too on his way to the docks. Khairyn manages to talk the prince down from murder mode, but then Oats runs in like a train and barrels through the barrier thanks to the nail. The prince grapples him as he steamrolls in. Khairyn takes advantage of the distraction to heal Charles. From the shadows, Grace raises a downed vampire as a zombie, just for fun. It attacks one of the Brute Squad guys, who screams as he's torn open. Zombie takes some damage, but it's still up. Oats and Laszlo are locked in a grapple struggle. A Brute Squad guy puts claws against Oats' neck and tells him to stop. He reluctantly does, and they parley. Grace walks in casually, like, what's happening in here? Laszlo takes a knee and says there was a misunderstanding. He offers them a personal tour, then Khairyn yells at Oats for a while.
For about 35 minutes.
Very good. They sort out their issues, kinda, and in the morning, everyone gets on the boat. The apartments on the Dreadnought are surprisingly nice. Khairyn's flirtation antics amuse Laszlo. Grace ghosts through the wall to snoop in his quarters and steals some of his hair for Khairyn to use for magic. Khairyn gets bored and does magic to make the boat go faster. A couple days later, they hit a dense fog off the skeleton coast, which isn't as scary as it sounds.
As scary as it sounds.
Not as advertised.
There are less skeletons.
Disappointed. I was promised a whole coast full of skeletons.
Boat skeletons.
Yeah, it's true. We heard a scraping metal noise, and Grace flies off to investigate. She sees a rust-colored, painted metal, huge snake-like object splashing about in the water. She saunters up to the bridge to ask Laszlo if perhaps he was expecting a sea monster. Nope, not on the agenda. She walks out to the veranda and politely introduces herself to the giant boat monster, who is a nice lady named Mamiwati. She just wants to eat our boat after we're done with it. Khairyn and Grace convince her to escort them to Shark Island to get the giant zombie and then fix the underworld. Yay, boat friends!
Yay, boat friends!
Yay, boat friends!
We did it. We won the book.
Yay! And is there anything in particular anybody wants to do before we get to Shark Island?
Bone down on King Laszlo.
Prince.
Gross.
That's not what I said.
Alright.
Nah, I'm good.
Gross.
Is Charles still in bad shape?
Am I still in bad shape?
No, you got time magicked,
Yeah.
so that it was like your body. You got like
Oh,
a whole bunch
yeah.
older without
Yeah.
time going by.
It's like, hey, how do you feel about being roughly 1 month older, real quick?
Oh.
Yeah. Now
I
in
thought I
dog
was
years,
gonna
that's
have,
like 47
cool,
years.
Oh my god!
like some
I
George,
made him cuter!
like George Clooney hair.
Yeah.
Oh, the little skunk stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight.
So as you get closer and closer
Welcome,
to Skunk
everybody.
Island, to Shark Island.
Skunk Island.
Skunk Island!
No,
Just-
worse.
don't want to go
Skunk,
to there.
skunk stripe George Clooney Island.
We're gonna have to tomato bath Charles to go to Skunk Island.
Keeps chasing after us. Don't put your snoot there.
Can't help it.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
I keep telling you, they're not cats.
Okay, that one is a cat. But all the other ones. So as you get closer and closer to Shark Island, Charles, you notice that you are seeing your old friend and former packmate, who was gone for a while, and now as you're getting closer to this thing, it's kind of like fading into existence.
Gladys.
Charlie.
Khairyn! I'll see myself out.
That was very on brand.
Welcome to the Autumn People.
I want to give you an experience point for that. That experience point is a lot. That's good.
Thank you.
Amazing. Keep
Where-
that up. Keep that energy going.
Where have you been?
Honestly, I've been hanging around a bit, but I was getting a bit bored.
Well, I'm glad you've found us again.
Are you?
Yeah, things are great.
That's precisely the thing that people say when things are not great.
You know me.
That I do, Charlie. That I do.
It seems we've come here to, what are we doing here again?
Get a giant zombie.
Get a giant zombie and destroy the others, which would hopefully fix everything to Khairyn and Grace's liking.
Oh, good. More zombies.
Hey, have you seen the big... Oh, shit! Hey! Hello.
Hello.
I am not going to lie. I definitely thought Grace ate you. So it's good
No,
to see you.
I remain uneaten
Thus far.
thus far.
Could
That's
we-
vaguely threatening, though.
No,
so
I
thank
don't
you.
eat ghosts. That's ridiculous. I tried once. It doesn't work.
I put it on some toast for her. She couldn't eat it.
No, I just ate the toast, which was lovely. Thank you.
It was.
Charles starts to inch away.
I told you I didn't eat her. I don't eat friends.
Well, I wasn't sure. Maybe you were
I'm
like,
not
we
that
had a
hungry.
Okay, that's fair. We had a tiff and then I ate it. Oh.
That does sound like me.
Not judging.
Still running with this pack.
Yeah, we have something to fix.
You've made some interesting life choices.
Oh, but at least they were alive ones.
Have you met our giant
Rude.
boat monster friend?
Sorry.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Her name's Mommy Wanty. She's very nice.
Yeah, there's that giant rust boat or rust metal snake like monster swimming next to the boat.
She's very cute.
I'm sure she's just got a wonderful personality. So it's
Kind of like Khairyn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
checks.
Yeah.
Anyway, one, he's older now, so he's a little closer to being dead like you. But he
So he's
feels.
got that nice.
Yeah, it's just I'm
very
a very
handsome.
big fan of the way your salt and peppers come in. Ugh, klaxons, I hate these. Yep, that's very fucking annoying. What's
Ye-
that?
It's a klaxon.
it's
Yeah.
quite piercing.
As are a whole bunch of red lights going off all around everybody.
Cool, toy. What's this about?
That's a good question. Let's go find out.
Nice. As we walk, quick question: how do you feel about vampires?
I don't really feel anything particularly about them.
Okay.
They
What about ones that
exist.
almost killed Charles?
Oh well, fuck them.
Yes, good. Okay, same page. Off we pop. I mean, not almost. Like,
I guess up to the bridge to find out.
Yeah, I'm
They
gonna
said
What
bridge.
the hell? Yeah.
All right. So, you guys are off to the bridge, and there is the vampire bridge crew.
Ooh, okay.
And they were. And Mr. or Prince Laszlo, Tremere.
Mr. Prince Laszlo.
Mr. Prince Laszlo.
They call me Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince Laszlo is my father.
It's real good.
You notice that he is wearing that ring that you saw in his apartment.
When we talked about him
I
stealing.
nudge Khairyn just in the ribs
Ow. Hello.
and just like eyeball the ring.
You recognize that ring, Miss Khairyn.
Oof, what is it? What is
Yes,
it?
that
Show
is
me, show
the
me.
Elatic ring. That is a ring that your mentor made and wore. It's a he was a time mage, and so it is something that he made because he was very interested in how time worked together, etc., based on Zeno's paradox.
Okay.
And basically, it's a time dilation thing. As something, no matter how fast something is, it makes you just that little bit faster.
That's on brand.
That explains everything. Charles, calm down.
I hate that vampire.
Yeah, I understand. You just need to get your shit together. Honestly. You're making this worse too. Calm down, both of you.
Honestly, I do what I want. I don't honestly care what you think.
That's fair. Quick note. I'm gonna need that fucking ring back. How did you get it? You shouldn't have it. We're going to
He probably murdered all your people.
It was in his bedroom. That's the one I was telling you about.
Oh yeah. Your last time you saw anybody when mages were still alive, so was
Yeah.
he.
Yeah, okay,
He didn't like die a long time
good.
ago.
Fucking good to know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How to win friends and influence people.
Huh? Well,
That's
diplomacy's bullshit. Let's kill them all.
Are we? How close are we to Shark Island?
That is what the klaxon is about.
Oh,
As the fog opens up, and you can see it's fucking gotta be at least 20 stories tall.
oh.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, the backward knees, like T-Rex thing. And then it's got a giant ass fucking body with a long ass like balance tail, but it doesn't have a head or arms or anything like that. But it's just kind of like this mass of zombies with like a tail and legs, where again, like the zombies are all working with each other as
Oh, okay.
just kind of like gestalt muscle fibers and shit like that.
Okay.
But there's got to be at least 100,000 of them.
Well, that was easy to find.
I honestly thought it was going to take a little longer, but sure, we got it. Let's.
That is easily as big as promised. Should do the trick.
That is impressive,
Absolutely.
Prince Laszlo says.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Notice the ring area.
how do you suggest we get it?
Well, that's what Khairyn is here for.
Yeah, I'm going to use.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm going to make a portal. Let's just try it. Just straight portal from here to.
Yeah, I don't think that will fit into the tower and then out the other
No,
way. No,
I think that was our previous plan, and I don't think it's going to work.
I hadn't been given the full scope of this.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It is a lot. Well, I mean, you're trying to kill nigh omnipotent beings,
Mm-hmm.
so I thought you'd want the best.
Yes,
Oh, only the best.
Yeah,
thank you.
I didn't really know how big it was either.
You've contributed so much so far. Good for you. Let's figure out how we're going to put this in the no-no zone. Do I have a sense of, can I like occult this to see if I can make a yo by yo?
I don't really quite understand what you mean by that.
Just that I don't know what, like, okay,
I want to know
I'm
how
here.
big dimensions the portal could
Yeah,
be.
what do I
You
do?
can make your portals can be as big as you want.
Yeah, okay.
They're just it becomes like more difficult.
Yeah, okay.
But like, so if you were to teleport, say, Kansas, that would be a lot of paradox.
Yeah.
If you were to teleport, say, a house, that would be less paradox.
Okay. What about 100,000 cooperating T-Rex zombies?
That would be relatively significant.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Shall we? Do you have like a telescope, spyglass thing I can look through?
Oh, I haven't used one of those ever.
yeah, but
No.
sometimes it's fun to just have them.
Yeah, they look nice on the boat.
Well, that'd be great. I would if we had one. But I just look.
Cool.
Fair enough. Shall we step out and take a gander
Yeah,
at
let's
it?
get the size of the situation. Charles, you coming with? Gladys?
Sure.
Yes, I do believe it's more
Excuse me.
Oh, you're so startled.
interesting.
Who are you?
The Grey Lady.
Yes, obviously. What? I don't understand why we're having this conversation. Focus. Laszlo, you
Very,
got it.
very well.
She's with us. It's okay.
I bet she is. It makes perfect sense. He knows who the Grey Lady is.
Yeah, of course he does. He's not stupid. She's great.
And great.
Yeah, you got me.
I hate it.
So, I thought, can't you talk to zombies and magic them?
Oh, yes, of course. But that's quite a lot to speak to at once, and I don't have a megaphone.
I mean,
Oh.
is there a sense of, like, the main one?
Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
Let's suss that out.
Okay.
Can I make like an occult, like roll to get
Yeah. Why don't you do
some intel on this giant
occult
zombie?
plus your psyche plus your intelligence?
Nice.
Good thing I just raised that psyche.
Oh, how convenient.
Yay!
Couldn't we just put a portal on the ground and have it just walk into it?
I'm thinking that.
I was going to put it underneath it and just sort
Yeah.
of plop it in.
Yeah.
Let gravity do the work.
Yeah, get them all riled up. It's like hitting a beehive. Oh no! Extra angry death energy.
Yeah.
It's kind of my plan. That's the thing about portals. You have to let gravity do some of the work.
Was that two successes?
Nice.
I mean, it's probably like them all working together rather than like a main brain zombie, because zombies don't do brains.
It's kind
that
of a
well.
hive situation.
do.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
snacks.
There you go.
Nom nom.
yeah, they eat brains, not use them.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I mean, like that one zombie that you talked to before was like a whole mix-up of a whole bunch. Like it wasn't a person. This is the same thing, just larger. So it's very difficult to figure out like what it wants, other than what zombies want.
Okay,
Which,
is to eat brains,
yeah, which is to get essence,
get essence.
which is oftentimes in brains, or at least
Okay,
they think so.
Okay.
you know who has a shit ton of essence? Others.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's got to be better than human essence, yeah?
Yeah, seems right.
Okay.
I'm sure we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Any reasons not just get on with it?
I think we should. Might have a wee chat with it. Just, give it
call.
some instructions for once it gets through the portal.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab some of my extra magical items. Just kind of buff the shit out of this. You have
Sounds
a chat.
good.
I'll be back. Doop, doop, doop. She walks off. Count her dice.
What are you werewolves up to?
Charles has a look of bewilderment. He's kind of like, this is probably gonna blow up in our face, like everything else.
I'm still not clear on the objectives here.
Did you guys go outside with everybody? You still in the bridge?
He would have left.
Oh,
As soon as they would've left.
idea.
Yeah.
Hold, please.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Because he doesn't want to be around the vampires, especially after the ass whooping he took.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. So, Grace found out that she is the echo of one of the others. And that's what Ellen
Okay.
is. And she decided that in her best interest it would be to become a queen again of the underworld.
I'd like to say that I follow, but I mean, I do in the big picture.
Did you
What?
Did you miss the zombie apocalypse?
I was there for some of it.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
But also, Charlie, you've gotten yourself into a real mess.
Yeah.
No two ways about it. And is this what you want? Is to be tangled up in this?
I mean, I feel like the other option is for us to sacrifice ourselves to put it back to where it used to be. And I don't think I can get them into the same spot to be able to kill them to make that happen.
I agree with you. Let me know what I can do, if anything. But quite an awkward position to be in.
Yeah. I just don't think this is going to work out
Nor do I.
in any scenario.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Would you say that the collective 100,000 zombies form, like, a body?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It is specifically
Yes.
a body.
So, much in the way that, like, I could put a ghost in a regular-sized body, I could put a ghost in that body with my stigmata power.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Don't you dare!
Oh, that's amazing.
Do you
I
want
think
to
we
be
might need a
Veto.
pilot.
Veto.
What?
Veto. I get 2 5 votes.
Why do you get 2 vote?
I didn't even ask her yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need to
And
ask
then,
her.
then you could like pick it up and have like the whole ship on legs.
I'm sorry, was my eye twitching again?
Just pop my head in.
Hello.
Gladys and Charles, conference outside. Just for a moment. I have an idea.
Team timeout.
So,
Why do I have a feeling I'm not going to like this conference?
well, you do like battle, yes? You're pretty handy in a fight.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And you seem like you might have some aggression to direct towards a thing, perhaps?
Maybe not a thing you're hoping for, but
Fair enough.
perhaps.
How do you feel about piloting a giant zombie?
Ooh, how lovely for you.
Come again?
Well, zombies aren't very smart. They will respond to, like, simple instructions, but complex ones require more intelligence. And ghosts generally have more intelligence, and I can put them in a thing to pilot it about for a bit.
Oh my god, you're a ghost.
And you're the only ghost around.
Fantastic.
So, just to recap,
Yep.
you want me to be put into a giant zombie and go about smashing things for a bit for your benefit.
For generally the world's benefit.
Charlie, I would love your opinion on this.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Why not?
Because couldn't we just have the zombie go into the portal and do what zombies do?
Here's the thing. If it doesn't go well, we really only have one shot at this. If it doesn't go well, everything's much worse than it was before.
It's already as
It's
Much
not,
worse.
that's not, it could be worse. I promise. Why not give us our best chance at success?
Really, we just need her to get it to the place. What if it gets lost?
Yeah, Bob's your uncle. If it gets too hairy in there, fuck
Jump
off
out.
and let the zombies autopilot.
Are you saying I can freely leave this at any time?
Checks notes.
Totally.
Of
Hold
course.
please. Hold please.
Of course.
Checks powers. Hold please. Check my notes. Yeah.
Just tell tell me.
Is there an insight check in this game? Yes.
I actually don't know.
I don't know
It's out
either.
of character.
What is this?
The ghost may generally do as it pleases while possessing the victim.
Ooh.
How long does the possession last
duration.
when you do the thing?
How long does it last?
As long as our needs suggest.
What is
If your zombie
this
pilot
shroud?
thing lasts more than 4 hours, consult the physician.
Also, you will.
Oh my!
Oh my.
Which one is this?
Stigmata marionette.
Stigmata marionette.
This is a lovely idea. And I'd start, like, handing you an Egyptian sun disk. I'm like, just put this on your head really quick. Hold that right there. Thank you. Start, like, wrapping, like, a linen bandage around it. Alright, I'll put 2 on there. Seems good. What?
Can you take that
Oh,
offer?
so you can keep it going at the cost of 1 plasm per hour.
Okay.
Fight quick!
Yeah, so when you want to come out, just yell. And pop on out of there.
I should have a safe word.
Cantaloupe.
There you go!
May I have an extra word with Charlie before I agree to anything?
Of course.
Privately.
Yes.
The timeout to the timeout.
Yeah, I respect sidebars. Do the right thing, Charles. And then walk off with you. Going, ooh, I've got so many relics for this.
Hey. I mean, it'll still work if she doesn't want to pilot the thing, but it would be much better to have an intelligent giant zombie
God,
than just a
yes.
shambling,
Yeah,
murder.
oh, what am I supposed to fight? And she starts running into a wolf.
Yeah, not ideal.
Exactly.
By the way, whatever successes you roll for that roll, you do the marionette first and then splash the thing on top of it. Their activation successes add to your other rolls.
Ooh.
So you add the successes of it as successes to other rolls for the marionette.
Okay, cool.
Charlie, I've been a bit out of touch with you and your pack, and you've given me a brief recap, but they basically want to put me in charge of a lot of power, and I could direct that in really any direction, should I go with it.
What does Charles know about the other plan?
What other plan?
The sacrifice ourselves plan?
Whatever she told you, which is like we can make everything go.
But it wasn't anything
go
specific,
back.
right?
Well, that you'll have to kill yourself in a place in between worlds.
Yep.
And there's also a boat full of vampires.
Them, I don't trust. You, despite some of our history and my unfortunate death because of it, I do still trust.
I
It does very little harm to me, supposedly, to direct that power any direction that we choose. Do you have a preferred target?
Can you get us to a place between worlds?
That I don't know. That I probably will need some assistance with. But again, it depends on whether I follow what your pack is intending for this giant zombie monster versus what might be better for everyone.
It would probably be your understanding that getting to the place in between worlds where you can kill yourselves is a mage thing. Because you can't just like go to like an Avernal gate and suddenly go back in time to the other. It's a whole bunch of like wacky mage bullshit.
Because he was thinking like I can go to the other place, but that's probably not the same place.
The Fey realm.
No, he can go to the Shadow.
Oh yeah, you can go to the Shadow. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Shadow. That's a different place.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
oh. He
That's
goes,
the shadow. That's cool.
No, that's where Mommy Wata was, where she had to leave, and now inhabits boats that were all destroyed
Done.
because there's no more essence there anymore, and so everybody's starving and
Okay.
disappearing.
Sorry.
Fix it.
It's getting mad. Good to know.
I don't know if I can force Khairyn to do it.
Do what?
Take us to where we need to go.
And that is.
A place between realities and time.
Well, it seems that's a job for you. They're your pack. Convince them of what needs to be done, even if perhaps there's other motives happening. If you follow.
It has to be one fell swoop. If we fail, they're going to turn on us.
Tell me what you want me to do.
I say we play ball for now until I can come up with something.
The moment you change your mind or decide that things need to be turned about, you just say the word. I guess we head back out then to where they are.
Mm-hmm.
I shall agree to pilot your giant zombie.
Oh, good. Well, that'll make it much easier.
Thank you. Are you comfortable with cantaloupe? If you're feeling at all discomforted?
Oh, you'll know if I'm discomforted.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I feel like it's going to be a shambling mountain that's already screaming. So, like, if it gets in there, it gets bad. We just need, like, an intelligible, like, no thank you.
My understanding is I can leave as needed.
Oh, yes, of course. But if you need
Is it of your volition,
Help.
or is it, like, a triggered mechanism?
Hmm?
I don't know. I honestly don't give a shit. Here, Anna, take back the relics I was putting on now. Anyway, can we do this? I'm bored of talking.
Yes. While they were...
You look incredibly sinister.
While they were having their chat, Grace would go over to Mommy Wati and just have a very small sidebar conversation with her.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. It's been lovely.
Yes. It would be lovely if I could also get some essence.
Oh, yes.
Is it time I can eat your boat?
We're gonna open a portal and take this zombie elsewhere, and then once we've gone, you can eat the boat. Especially, make sure you eat all the people on it, the vampires.
Where are you going elsewhere?
I have business to attend to, you know. Making a new underworld and all.
Making a what?
An underworld.
You're making a new underworld.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're without one, so somebody's got to make one. Might as well be me.
How are you going to do that?
Well, it's very complicated. I won't bore you with the details.
Wow. But you want me to eat the vampires?
Yes.
I can do that.
Okay. Excellent. It's been so lovely becoming friends with you.
Yeah, I didn't expect somebody to come by who has such a way about them.
Well, thank you. I get that a lot.
What do they call you?
Oh, well, my friends call me Grace, but most people just kneel and call me the Princess Magnificent.
Ah, yes, Princess Magnificent. Excellent. She starts to back away from the boat a little bit.
But since we're friends, you can call me Grace.
Well, Grace, it's lovely to meet you. And I will wait for you to finish your business over here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, hello. Are you having a nice chat?
Having a nice chat. Yes.
Did you mention to her that eating of that? Can you tell her if she finds that ring? Spit it out. Hold it.
Oh, good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Go
you
back
very
in.
much.
Just if
Super
you
appreciate it.
find a ring stuck in your teeth, just it's for my friend.
Any ring?
Yes.
Yes.
She's fine to go, yes. She speaks very loudly.
All the jewelry. We'll come back for it.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Hey, thank you. She's so sweet.
She's so nice.
I know. I'm so glad we met her.
Yeah. That's cool. Alright. Well. So I'm having a bit of a struggle because I want to kill Laszlo before we go. I understand that might be counter to our purposes, but I'm fairly certain he's, if not responsible, has some interesting information about the death of all the mages in the world.
Oh, that's a good point.
It feels so nice to get things like this off my chest. Normally I just kind of keep them close to the vest. It's really nice that I can confide in you.
Thank you. I'm so glad you can.
I appreciate
I would also like to murder him a little, just
Okay.
because he, tried to kill Charles.
that. That was awful.
Rude. What if we take him with us, and we can kill him in the Fey realm?
That could be fun. Put him to the question a little bit before. Let Charles get the last blow in.
Do a little chomp.
Yeah, that seems fun. That's nice for everybody.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay. Good call.
Okay.
Alright, ready to do this?
I think so,
No
yeah.
time like the present.
Can you do like a little bloop where you just suck him into the portal?
Oh,
Or do we
not
have to,
even
like-
tell him before?
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
can.
think this is an ask first situation.
No, it's not. Cool. Yes, absolutely. Let's just generally stand by your girl, and I'll handle it from there.
That sounds good.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
Sweet.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Okay, so we head on back over to the prince and his coterie. Everyone ready to go?
Sure.
You have to blink at some point, darling. I know your eyes will recover, but for fuck's sake.
Let's go.
Okay.
So you were sending the
Big
zombie in?
gross
Yes.
zombie. Yes.
Yes. Excellent. I look forward to seeing this.
Okay. Well, it makes me nervous when you watch me. But let's do it. And she pulls out the Egyptian sundays, slaps it on her own forehead, wraps some ancient mummy linen straps that have been inscribed with the Book of the Dead around it to hold it on. This seems fine. Shakes out her Atlanteans, fires and pulls out her knife. I think that's everything. Pulls out her war shield. I think that's all the shit that helps me cast magic. Let's go. And I want to make a giant portal underneath the big zombie, and a smaller one around the four of us, and then boop, one extra one under Laszlo. So,
Okay.
3 portals of varying size.
Excellent. So we're going to say that this is again
Pretty small magic.
no, absolutely, it's tiny.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be excuse me. For the scale of it, it's going to be 8 paradox. For the scale of the big one,
Makes sense.
is going to be 12, and then we're going to add 2 and 1 for the other ones. So
Wait,
it is going to be
what's 12?
This
12
many.
is the total,
This many.
Okay.
and
Got
then
it.
2 for the portal for you, tacked onto it. So you're not going to do a whole another 8 plus whatever, and then another 1 for him. So it's going to be 15 paradox total.
I thought it was 8 for the big portal.
It's 8 for the big portal, and then for the size of it, the scale of it goes to 12.
Okay, got it. So 15 total.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do this. Beep, bop, boop, bop, boop, boop.
Now, have you put her into the zombie yet?
Not yet, but I'm gonna do that at the same time.
Simultaneously. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Let's make sure I don't fuck up the portal first. once we start resolving in the place we need to go. I rolled very poorly.
Super
What?
poorly. There's
There's
two.
Oh no!
10.
3,
10.
4. Just 4? Here, let's reload this too. Just 4.
Do you want to spend a willpower?
Yeah, let's do that. What does that allow me to do? I always
No,
do
let
that.
you roll 3 dice.
Okay. Let's do that. Burning the willpower, cause fuck it. Cold.
So it looks like a giant zombie, but it's made
5.
out of other
Zombies.
smaller zombies.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you're gonna be piloting like a large amount of Africans that were killed due to imperialism. So, like, I don't know, be gentle.
Like, not just, like, horrible. Yeah.
Yep.
It's bad. It's
Yep, it's kind of a nightmare,
Yeah.
and I have very weird feelings about having a white person in charge of them. But live and learn. Rolled much better on this one, and that's unfortunate.
Yay, paradox.
Yay. Okay. So,
Well, you need 1 success total to make it happen.
6.
So, how many did you have in the first one?
5. It's 5 versus 6.
So,
And I'm going to burn the sun disk and the linen wraps
okay,
to negate 2 of those.
2 of those.
So now I'm at 1 success.
cool. It happens.
Cool.
At the
You
most
did
basic
it.
level,
Yeah.
it happened.
Thank you.
Underneath, like, this horrible giant thing of zombies goes, ugh, and it starts to just, like, fall into the
Yeah.
portal, as do you. And Laszlo, who is very upset by this, and he is going to interrupt and step out of the portal.
How?
Because he's a vampire and they can actually do that
And they're
according to the
cheese-ass.
rules. And it turns out he has a time dilation ring.
Alright, cool, I guess.
Well,
Sure.
he can stay here and get eaten by a giant boat.
Sure.
What do you want?
It's black do something.
Oh, okay.
Questions.
Okay, so this is. So my first roll is to put her in the thing.
Nice.
Yeah?
Form of
Oh yeah, there's something like
giant
with
zombie.
activation.
Yeah.
Be all of the people you can be.
Well, because the
All
marionette,
the same.
usually
Hopefully-
it's, like, opposed, so you first have to, like, convince the
mind.
ghost to get in the thing.
Yeah, but you don't
But I
have
already
to say
did that, so I just
Yeah.
rolled one thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice. These are the dice that we were looking for.
These are abnormal grace dice.
3,
I was just a little sleepy. Come on.
4 successes.
Do
The
it,
thing happens.
Do it.
I don't think is there anything special beyond that you can shove them into it that you do? What
Do it, do it.
stigmata
Put your back into it.
marionette is this?
Stigmata marionette, yeah. I mean, since I have her permission, with success, the ghost immediately possesses the target for the duration of the scene. The target is normally aware of everything that happens during the possession, but has no control over his own body. So the zombie knows what's happening, but
What? Which one of the stigmata marionettes is it? What number?
isn't. 4.
4.
Yeah, I'll take the number 4.
Number 4, please. Combo. Zombie
Super,
combo.
super size, I guess. It's big.
Yeah.
Oh wow! It is also now your primary anchor, and not Charles.
Huh.
Oh, snap.
Fun.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
But yes, it is. It is. You are a very, very large zombie thing. What werewolf form do you want these zombies to be in?
You're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Yeah.
Charles was like,
Urshel.
All right. So, the thing that was
death rage it.
the thing that was like a weird T-Rex with no head and no arms has turned into a horrific giant wolf thing, resplendent with teeth made out of skeletons and eyeballs made out of heads all put together for compound wolf eyeballs.
Yep.
Dope.
Spectacular.
Yes.
You've
It
never
is-
been more beautiful.
Yes.
We're
It
just
is
on the
now
ground
a
like,
giant
"She's
zombie werewolf.
Perfect.
It's like Attack of the 50-foot werewolf, except it's much larger than the 50 feet.
Much,
Yes.
much larger.
Zonk.
Nightmares.
Yeah.
nightmares.
So that's
Whole
going through the portal,
show,
yeah?
Honestly.
We
Sweet.
did it.
Boop, through the portal.
All right, y'all are through the portal into.
So what's going on with this Laszlo situation?
He stepped out of the way. Just fuck it.
It's okay, the boat's gonna eat him.
He just nods. Okay.
Tracks. It tracks.
Yeah.
And so you are in what would have been the hedge, but now is a horrible maze of stone faces and a grinning skull moon looking at you.
Yeah.
And everything else is dark and terrible.
Dark and terrible.
Right then. We need the deep, what was it called? The deep wilds? Where the others were?
I don't remember
Yeah,
what it's
to the deep dreaming.
Yeah, the deep
Yeah.
dreaming.
called. Did we not drop into that?
You dropped into the hedge, which is what is closest to the regular world. And then you can go to the deep dreaming.
Why didn't I get to go to the deep dreaming? Like I was aiming for.
I didn't know you were aiming for it.
Yeah! I said where the others are!
Oh, okay.
Because I would
I
have
don't want
thought
to
we
go
would
on a
have
walk with this giant dog of zombies. That's fucking wild.
Taking her for walkies!
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
roughly Fenris sized. Almost. Not quite. He's a
You
big boy.
you are now on the skull moon.
Yay!
On the moon?
Yeah.
Always
This is
wanted to
way
go to
better.
the skull moon.
No, it's not.
Yay!
Yay.
Skull moon.
Yeah, because all of the rocks are skulls, so are the boulders. In fact, everything here is skulls.
Yeah, that tracks.
This place is beautiful.
Even if you look at the powder, like each individual grain of powder
Yeah,
is a skull.
it's just fractal skulls all the way down.
Yeah.
I tried to not look at things because she takes off her glasses that she wasn't wearing before, and she manifested them just to be like, nope.
Nope.
Detail acuity, not helpful at this particular instance. Okay. Please, I guess, attack something.
Right then, we've got plenty of death energy with us.
Yas.
So that should help our fight situation. Now we just got to find somebody to fight.
Yeah, perfect.
Does it seem like the place is reacting to her?
Well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of skulls everywhere, but like right now in this place, it's a fucking giant wolf zombie on the moon.
Because what Charles thought would be like,
Doing my
we're going
next
to bring
50
this death
skull.
energy, and it's going to have some impact to the environment.
Yeah.
At where you are right now, which is probably the entrance to it, like this is kind of like the gateway to the deep dream, because the deep dreaming is infinitely large. But there's a way to get into it, and this
Okay.
right here is the way you get into it, and it is already kind of like filled with this sort of death energy. The giant zombies being there definitely makes it more palpable for you guys, but they're not changing the skulls into like larger skulls or anything like that.
Okay.
It's still kind of, it's just as fucked as it was before.
Oh, respect. Is this place power?
Hmm?
Is this the place of power?
Sure.
Cool, tight.
Tight, 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 tight.
Cool.
Tight, tight, we're doing it.
Cool.
Tight,
So,
tight, 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 tight.
as you guys hang out, absorbing power from the area.
Yep. Hey. How you doing? You good? How many fingers am I holding up?
And just stares at you.
I don't know if it's working.
She's so grumpy.
There's no way to tell.
I know. We should have set up a safe word.
I thought we did. She's just not. I hung out with Charles.
Charles is going to turn into Urshal and just run in there.
Oh, cool.
Just run in.
Yeah, why not?
All right,
Fucking
sure.
dunk. Tight.
You
I
got
feel like
it.
I was the one that was accused of not being a team player earlier, but for fuck's sake.
So,
But that
Cool.
means that, I mean, like, we can still communicate.
Yeah.
It's just giant, grumbly, horrible death wolf zombie sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you're running in, and as you run in, the skulls start to fade away. Like, you run fast here. You run as fast as you can imagine you running.
Yes.
And so the skulls start to turn into bone blades of grass and trees, etc., which then start morphing into actual trees and actual blades of grass, etc. And it feels like the concept of the hunt is what you're at here.
Well, he's just hoping that Gladys follows him because he wants to really see what happens when she comes in.
Well, Gladys is definitely following, but also says, in this probably massively large, horrible, grumbly tone, say the word.
What brings you to my realm, hunter?
Friends.
Friends. And so, coming out of the woods, it's far away, but you can see it, is the Wild Hunt, for lack of a better term, the Earl King, who is riding a stag with wolves around him, and just sort of riding 90 degrees from where you are. So you would have to turn to chase him, etc. But he's basically kind of making a very large, looping turn around where you are. Why do you bring death to my domain?
Because my friends are looking to kill your kind.
All of us?
All of you.
To what end?
That's going to be the fun part.
What do you mean? They don't know why they're killing us? Why they're hunting us? For trophies?
What's your character's other name?
Grace?
No, the other one.
No.
Princess
Magnificent.
Princess Magnificent.
That psychopath? She died a long time ago.
So you think she's back. And she's hungry for power.
That's terrible.
Yeah, good luck.
We gave her up to be killed.
Rude.
And she thinks that
She thinks she can kill all of us?
with that.
Oh my.
and Gladys gives a little nod with this giant fucking head.
And he bows. The stag bows. All the wolves bow. The trees bow.
I didn't get anything out of those fucking rocks.
Rocks!
Harumph!
Kneel before dog.
Kneel before puppers.
Oh, Zog. Damn, that was better. Pretend I said the cooler one.
Neo before Zod?
No,
Zog.
Zog. A zombie dog.
I got
Closer to
you.
Zog. I know what you did, and I'm sorry I didn't do it better the first time. I'll be better for you.
I appreciate that.
Always trying. Here we go.
That is quite the weapon.
There's also a magic user, the last one left.
Why is our dog a snitch all of a sudden? Fuck me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Maybe because you keep calling him a dog.
True.
What a hill to die on.
It's funny she would try and hunt us instead of the vampires who killed her kind.
Oh. Well, yeah, but know if she's put that together yet? But they seem to think that killing you would bring back a new underworld, which would fix what the mage broke, but won't exactly fix what she broke, because it's not back to what it should have been.
if this could be an underworld, then the dreams of death would have already taken place here.
Sure.
Damn, that was the right answer.
Do you have any sort of
Occult?
Why don't you occult plus wits?
Do you have any other proficiency in people who speak bullshit?
Yeah. Do you have a sniff out bullshit sensor?
Have a.
Someone might be lying to you, sensor.
I thought I did in one of my powers.
You might.
Could you look up?
This is the Earl König, the Earl King, otherwise known as the Wild Hunt.
What does pack triumphs together do? I thought I had one that was like bullshitty, anti-bullshitty.
I'll look it up.
Either that or Unity.
Pack.
Unity.
Try.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any
Pack
way I
trines
can
together.
assist with this.
I don't have my flashcards anymore. Guys.
Oh no, that's the one. That's the one for initiative.
Oh.
So you all roll the same initiative.
What about Unity? Unity.
UNITY.
That helps with a social maneuver. If you're trying to, but that targets a packmate, like giving your packmate a word or comment of support, or rebuffs the prey who is attempting the maneuver in some way.
And he would never do that.
I don't think that slaughter is going to help either. So no.
all right, just roll.
0 successes.
All right, it tracks.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sound about right?
Seems like a good opportunity for us to catch up.
Yeah, right?
He runs
Why don't
from
you roll your finesse plus what was it that you rolled?
I
The
think
skill?
you rolled a cult.
Yeah, occult plus finesse.
Okay.
Occulty.
Eights and higher, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Yay!
This does not sound totally right to you. Like, these magical worlds are very malleable. So, maybe it could, maybe it couldn't, but like him saying absolutely no, I mean, he couldn't. You are 100% sure of that he could not deal with that. But you don't know enough to know if it could. It just does, the surety in which he's talking about it doesn't really make that much sense.
I like Khairyn's walking, so she can
Gladys
get there when she
makes
gets there.
a
Yeah.
very distinct derisive snort.
What's the law?
01012.
Can I offer the two of you the pleasure of a
Should
hunt?
have been, I thought.
Nope, cool.
Alright, use the one in the house.
0102 pound?
Oh, it's 01012 pound, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have to put it. You have to do the pound. If you don't do the pound, then
We did it.
Or sorry, hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag.
Yay!
Nailed it. Yay.
Hey guys, it's just between you and us what the pound and the code for the door is.
Yeah.
It's us and everyone that's listening.
All right.
And everybody breaking it once to use the bathroom. Oh.
I need
Wait,
to look
what?
up.
Huh?
No.
Oh.
Ugh.
So you're following.
Yes.
All right. So there is a man who's all dressed up in hunting garb who has a crown on his head. He has a tail, and he is sitting on a stag, and there's a whole bunch of wolves around him, and he is talking at kind of a length away to Charles and Giant Wolf.
How does my Ellen face react to seeing him? Because I'm assuming she recognizes him.
There are a lot of sharp teeth all up to your ears. I don't know if it's a smile, but there are a lot of sharp teeth.
Sharpie.
Feeling
all the way
extra
up.
pointy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just said, can I interest you in a hunt? Yes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's going to be the biggest, most horrible wolfish grin spreading across the giant face.
Is it also too large for the mouth?
Yes.
Oh. Flip
And,
top wolf
and
head.
just kind of like levels in a little bit closer to the Lord of the Hunt there and the wolves and everything surrounding him.
Okay.
I just want to specifically say that he has Mikron und Schweif, which is from the song Der Urkönig, which is from the Goethe poem about the Urkönig. So.
I'm glad you clarified. I
Yeah,
was
I wanna clarify
really
that.
curious about that,
Yeah,
and it was
where that was
bothering
from.
me.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Ice Wine from Canada.
I may have been drinking. Ah.
I'm gonna attack him.
Oh my. All right. Let's get this party started.
Ellen's feeling pointy. We're going for it. I feel like she's got some grudge to burn against this guy.
Like that psycho?
Fuck you. She's not pleased. Okay. Occult. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I gotta add up all my things. +1 for rage.
So angry.
So angry. +1
angry.
for stigmata.
Team Rage.
Team rage. Okay.
What is happening?
I'm gonna cast stigmata rage on him to force his blood out of his body.
All right.
Or whatever he has that passes for blood.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like flowers.
3 successes. Dang.
Oh man, you have the worst luck.
I do. Let's see.
Well, you would get the target's defense, but he doesn't know you're there, so
Can I spend a willpower to do it better?
do it.
Okay,
You
so
also have that scarab I gave you. I think you said earlier you could like burn them for more successes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
burn
Oh yeah,
those
yeah,
for
yeah. You can do that.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
burn
burn.
some of those.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of extra doodads. I'll burn
Yeah.
a couple for.
You can burn the.
What do I need?
burn
Like
the
2 or
gadgets.
3? How many I need to burn?
So you can burn as many as you want. You've already hit him. It's just how much do you want to do to him?
Oh.
Kill him a lot.
Yeah.
Kill him dead. Dead. Dead?
Let's burn 5 more, because I got a bunch.
All right.
So 8 successes.
All right.
Fuck this guy generally.
He starts screaming a lot. His mouth opens wide, too wide. His stag that he is riding starts bleeding out every orifice and dies.
Doesn't she get extra dice for the thingy?
What thingy?
The marionette thingy?
That's the marionette, not the rage.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a different
I was
type
like,
of...
well, that would
yeah.
have been nasty.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
But a lot of bad things are happening now. The trees are weeping blood. The stones are screaming. Like, everything's terrible right now. And he kind of collapses on top of his dead steed. He's not dead, but he's crying blood. He's screaming blood.
I'm just
There's
walking.
blood coming out of his ears.
I'm just walking
He's
towards
very-
him, dead staring him in the face.
Very upset. So, anyone else want to do? Do we want to roll initiative?
I
I
think
don't think we want to.
No.
What do you want to do? Do you want to attack? Then we'll roll initiative. Everybody roll a die, so we can see who goes first.
what's initiative?
We did it.
Roll 1 die and add your finesse.
Rolled a 1. God damn it.
It's all good. I rolled a 2, so I feel you.
16.
17.
All right, 17
Eight.
goes first.
Yay, I'm not last.
I just want to chomp this guy.
Do it.
All right.
Roll to attack. And it's your, brawl plus, I think it's your power. Plus, you also get your bonus from your
I'm
form.
gigantic.
And you're gigantic. So I'm roll a lot more.
Or make it, what do you
see.
call it?
I'm just going to multiply it.
Down and dirty.
Oh, yeah, we'll do down and dirty combat. Just say what you want to do, because you're so much larger than everything.
Alright, you still want me to roll some dice here?
Well, yeah, you're going to roll some dice, but then you're going to, if you succeed, you're going to tell me what to
Okay,
do.
so I get
me
these
look
dice,
at-
and then
Other down and dirty, what do
do
they
I get
do?
any extra dice for being Urshel? No, that's perception. Okay, I get to roll 15 dice.
All right, you roll your 15 dice. Somebody else, after
So
he's done,
2, 3.
roll.
Really, only 3 out of all of that?
You got a 10, though.
Yeah.
Roll the 10.
3.
3? All right, somebody roll
I
5
feel
dice
ya.
for me, because he's really fucked up from
Maybe we should have Sam do it.
Sam. Do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I roll not good.
Oh, no.
I was like, it's combat. I usually roll pretty well.
Yeah, your dice are good.
I know.
Good dice,
Be a part of
boys.
this. Rope.
Nope, 3.
Row. Sup, girl?
Roo.
Well,
All right, so you are tearing through like the countryside. Like there are trees trying to swing at you, and you're biting the shit out of them. You chomp him, but a tree turns into him somewhere else, and you are basically fighting the world around you and winning.
Can I spend anything for additional successes?
You can spend a willpower and roll 3 extra dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You said 3?
Yeah.
You did it!
Nice.
3. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
3.
So,
3.
do you want to tell me how you devour the Earl King and his domain?
Yeah.
What
So
happens?
basically, grabs him by like a limb,
Mm-hmm.
swings him up into the air, opens up her mouth,
Mm-hmm.
slams him in there, and then he is continuously ripped apart into tiny little pieces by all of the smaller dire wolf zombies that she is currently made up
I
of.
quit.
yay!
Yeah, that's it. That's the correct answer. You're not wrong.
A+.
Okay, so at this point, there are a nigh unlimited number of these realms. And I don't want to necessarily try and fight all of them.
That's
Oh,
fair.
but it's so easy.
So what
we
I would like to
montage it?
do is do some rolls and montage it with each one of you on like kind of the stuff you're doing to see like if you fuck up or not, because there's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But if you all don't fuck up enough to die, we will move on from a salient point.
Okay.
So
Fair.
we're going to start with the Princess Magnificent, and we're just going to
Yay.
move around the table.
Can
Okay.
I just throw in a caveat? When she eats him, Charles in Urshaw form looks back at Khairyn like this is the shit we're doing.
You're the one that... I just walk up like, okay, well, number 1, you ran away, so didn't really actually see what happened. I just came in on this. 2, you're the one that had a discussion with her, so I don't know why you're giving me any kind of fucking look right now. What do you need? What the fuck do you need? Yeah.
Zombie gizzard!
I think he wants treats.
Oh, do you want some trees? That tree's bleeding. I don't know. You want to get the stag? Let's go get the stag. And I go over to the stag and I cut off its haunch
Yeah.
and I drag it back. Snackies? That is good. Eat it. Bite it. Bite it. What if it gives you powers? Like more? Makes you like super strong. Well, it works for Christians. They're like, oh, I'm going to eat a god and it makes me special and better at Christianity or whatever. Give it a shot.
He lays down.
Well, that's fair.
You're not going to eat it?
No.
Damn it!
Can I make an occult roll to see how bad an idea it was that I just said that thing?
Oh, you know exactly how bad of an idea this is, because eating anything in the Fey realm will do something weird to you.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
probably don't.
Goblin
But I wasn't
fruit.
saying it sincerely.
Goblin fruit is a thing. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Did you say goblin fruit?
Yeah, goblin fruit. That is technically goblin fruit.
Okay. Could go weirdly. Do you want me to, like, put it in a little universe in case you get hungry later?
Are you implying he needs a doggy bag? A doggy universe?
Did you just say that as a bunch of dire zombie?
No, I said that completely
Damn.
out of dire zombie wolf character.
You can have one dire zombie, like, in your foot talk to somebody if you want. You have complete control
One
over
of
all
the
of your
toes.
zombies. Like, hello.
Articulated zombies.
Yikes.
It's the worst thing ever.
I love it.
Or the best.
All right.
Okay. Who am I fighting? And
Basically, right now there are realms upon realms of these Fey beings, and they are like dreams and stories and concepts, etc. Like aliens, like that you guys saw before.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is one of the types of the gentry.
Nice.
There are science fiction. There's a gentry of fucking Frankenstein's monster. Even though you have a Frankenstein hanging out,
Aww, and he's
chilling.
not even here for it.
I
Dang
know.
it.
He'd make friends. He'd make friends.
You know, like, oh wow, I'm actually talking to literal Dracula instead of vampires who talk about having met Dracula.
You
Like,
need a new husband.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes. How cute on a scale of 1 to 10.
This isn't Match.com.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
match dot horrible.
It's monstermash.com.
Yeah. We did the match.
Amazing.
We did the monster match.
The horizontal monster mash.
Oh. I'm gonna only call fucking that
Shut your
now.
fucking face, monster fucker. Monster fucker.
On it, people. Brought to you by Ice Wine.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is us without ice wine too.
Yeah.
Brought
Sorry
to you
about
by
it.
Ice Wine and General Fuckery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
Okay.
peaked on people.
with only one to go.
Yay.
So, basically what I want to know here is, like, how you are going to generally go about fucking with this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you just going to be having, like, streams of blood going everywhere, like the fucking rave in Blade? Using,
Probably
like,
sometimes, yeah. Just
Mhm.
like explode the blood out of everything within my sight. I did that one already.
Nice.
So
Change it up.
let's switch it up to the tear-stained call, which allows me to transform myself into a crashing wave that travels 30 feet straight forwards, dealing my activation successes and lethal damage to everyone within 10 feet of my path.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And now, are you a crashing wave of blood?
Yeah.
Or- okay.
Oh yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
this is like the montage part of, like, wave, crash, crash, crash,
What's
crash,
the point
crash,
of
crash.
exploding the blood out of everything if you can't turn into a wave of it and destroy everything in your path?
Right.
Going full shiny elevator, I see.
Yes.
I lean over
Always.
to the massive zombies that is Glass and Ghost. Reminds me of me pre-menopause. Eh? Eh? Eh?
Oh my god.
This one gets it, and I like nudge at one of the female zombies. That was a menstrual joke.
You're a gem.
I was debating how far I wanted to go with that and talk about werewolves being in heat. So
Oh my god! How dare you hold back? How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to count out my dice.
Well, you are on the
Stop
moon.
pointing at the ice wine. This is just us
Yeah.
yeah.
Balloon.
Sorry, it's that time of the month. Times 2.
1,000.
Hork.
Oh. Ooh, I see a good boy.
normal. 5. 6. Oh, that one's a little crooked. I'll put it back in there. 6.
6. All right, 6 successes.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is an exceptional success.
Yay!
Let's go to. So we continue now, because we have that nice exceptional success
Blood
to the next
wave.
montage. Charles.
Skip me.
All right.
Why?
Huh?
Huh?
Okay.
Khairyn.
Yeah, I guess magic? I don't know. I just do
What
a
kind
lot
of magic would you be doing?
Yeah, now that we're like unleashing a bunch of death energy, and I'm like holding that death coin that was given to me by the tower, and I'm like, let's do death energy magic now. That seems fun. And it's a lot of like just turning up you to like 11. I don't know. Just
all right.
Support. I don't know what this
11.
is.
Do it. So just roll a race up. Don't worry about whatchamacallit? Paradox. Don't worry about paradox.
I'm not worried about it. I cast all of the magic.
Well, because you're using that coin to do death stuff to death things.
Death stuff to death.
That is not a super good roll.
Ooh, that was 2. Whatever. 4. 5. The fuck?
5? Awesome.
Successful success.
I mean,
5, that's an exceptional success. That lets us move on.
I mean,
that's more than you who skipped his turn, so.
Heck yeah.
So Gladys.
Get in here, son. Let's go.
How are you wrecking face? Here.
Probably about the same as before, but keeping an eye on Charles during all of this.
Okay, so you're in Urshel?
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
All right. You do also have a buff.
Okay.
Yeah. Do
I roll additional dice for said buff, or?
Sure. And
how about 6 additional dice? Because that's how many successes I got.
Yeah. Roll 6 additional dice.
Yeah.
And you're also a giant fucking monster, so why don't you roll 6 additional dice for that?
Do you need some more dice?
Yeah, hold on. Let me count again. 3, 4.
That's a lot of dice.
This is my helper dice if you want.
1, 2, 3, 4. Because I normally
actually,
roll...
because you rolled 6 successes as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure
another
did.
2.
Mm-hmm. So you get
Okay, so now I'm at what I would normally roll.
okay.
So
Now you're gonna roll 12 more.
okay, I'm gonna roll these and then I'm gonna roll 12
Okay.
more
Are
separately.
you sure you don't want me to just give you like 12?
No, nah, I'll roll the 12 separately.
12 separately.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 for that.
That'll do.
And then I'm going to
No,
roll an
million
additional
more.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12.
What the?
What the fuck? 1, 2, 3. So another.
8.
Yeah, so 8.
Totally.
I was like,
8
count?
total.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, out of all those dice. Fuck you,
All
dice.
right,
There
so
were a
that's
lot
8.
of ones in there. Yeah, but she's also keeping an eye on Charles this whole time, too, and just sort of making sure he looks like he's doing okay.
Like, what's the
Yeah.
response of this environment
Well-
to the total chaos that we're bringing?
Well, you get a vision
Oh, no.
where you're looking at everything and it is chaos. Like, fucking 120-foot dire wolf made of zombies charging through. There's Khairyn levitating and just ripping the shit out of stuff and then, like, teleporting the giant dire wolf somewhere else so it can destroy a castle made out of glass. There's just a blood tsunami that's 200 feet tall that takes out, like, another giant, like, castle where there are people on the battlements just getting launched off. It's mass hysteria.
Since I've gotten a little buffed and there's all of this chaos going on, I would like to imagine that maybe some of the zombies, that it's starting to fuse more into a more cohesive form and less of the individual pieces. Just if that's doable.
I mean, you are acutely able to control all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can make
Okay.
your left toenail sing Hava Nagila. You
might.
really, really want.
I just might.
Like you can
Weird.
you can make a chorus out of your
Have your
whole
shot
right
at it.
side.
Wait, I just wanted to
You know, like-
double check that things were.
You're
Of
like
course.
the back of you, like your haunches, are seeing Carmina Burana right now. It hasn't even been invented yet.
We did it, y'all.
Actually, I think Carmina Burana was written in like the 20s, so I don't think it actually has been invented yet.
This is where it comes from.
Yeah.
There we go.
Some men like cheese, hot temperate cheese. Green chalk can taste like
Okay.
hippies.
Right. Like I said, just confirming.
What?
So it is.
Confirming things that they are still.
Yeah, it is bananas, and you guys are just kind of like walking through what looks like when you first see it. It's like this is going to be rough, and then the giant zombie wolf thing kind of walks up to it, and it all turns into glass.
Nice.
And you're like cutting people in half, and they turn into like sparkles and toothpaste and whatever. Okay, somebody turned into toothpaste. That's terrible. Ignore that.
Minty.
But Charles,
Others are weird.
you're like seeing everything, and then you're somewhere else. You're in like a room, like an ivory room, and outside it's nighttime. And there's a young girl there. She's like, why are you killing us?
My compatriots feel the urge to try to make things right in a wrong way.
But if we die, no one will dream. Not. It's what we are as dreams. Why are you trying to destroy all that is hopeful in the world?
They're looking to wrong or right or wrong. On the wrong.
By working with the vampires who want to subjugate the entire earth, who have? By working with the Princess Magnificent, who flayed people for fun? Her realm was the most horrible of all nightmares.
Aww.
I don't think that I knew what she was when we first became packmates. But the longer I spend with her, the more I see what she is.
If humans no longer dream, then they can no longer fight the vampires, and everything is lost. The Princess Magnificent is magnificent. But at least she is not a leech on dreams, on life, on hope. She had her place, but they do not. If they kill us, there's nothing to stop them.
There was another option.
Another option. Are you talking about the Marquis?
For fixing what we broke.
I'm not sure I follow.
How long ago was the whole...
Like 3 or 4 months ago. Just not everybody knows that y'all were the ones that did it.
The mage in my pack is the one that brought the underworld to the real world and caused this madness.
The Destroyer of Worlds?
Sure. And I've been trying to find a way to make it right, and their plan was to bring death here.
Really?
Yes.
I thought all the mages were dead.
Obviously they're not. That's why we have this problem.
And so they brought death here.
She brought death here.
Can you stop them?
I can try.
'Cause we can't.
But to fix this,
Fix what? The destruction of hope, of dreams, of thinking of a better possibility, of a worse possibility, of something different than what's happening now? I mean, not all of our kind is palatable, like the Princess Magnificent. But we give humans something to aspire to, and their aspirations give us something to live for. Without humans, we are done. Without us,
the intention is to sacrifice ourselves to the underworld in a place that only the mage can reach.
Yeah, keep nodding.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I'm not sure if I follow.
I'm not sure if I do either. That's why she's a mage and I'm a werewolf.
You are indeed, but you have a good soul.
I'm just looking to make it right. There's no reason for the humans to be as they are now. And it seems that they have no urge to fix it. And no care to.
I don't know who can. So many were killed. Billions. We're starving. That's why we're so fragile right now.
I can't make any promises, but I can try.
If you fail, we're all lost.
We are already lost.
One last question. I mentioned before the Marquis. Do you know the Marquis de Carabas?
The cat, yes.
Did you strike a deal with him?
I personally have not.
Did any of your pack?
Did we?
No, we avoided it because
Yeah,
you
because
flirted
you
with him.
went sultry on him.
Yeah.
We have not.
Good. Then that is not your fault.
For once in your doggy life, ask the right question. What, motherfucker? What? Metagaming pigeon flies away.
Hey, you!
Look at here! Look up here!
Look up here. Ask what?
What? What would happen if we had a debt to him?
Well, the Marquis was cast out. He has no domain anymore. He's no longer one of the gentry. He has been trying to take one back ever since. And we assumed that this was his doing. The going between worlds, the death, the destruction, all of that was sending you was a plan for him to take over the hedge. She's been trying to since we threw him out of his domain. He's only trustworthy when you make a pact with him. Otherwise, he will lie and cheat and steal and take everything away. That's why we threw him out.
I think that's a later problem than the now problem.
Yes, I agree. But I'm also glad that you are not the one who is working with him. Otherwise, we would have no pact. He is worse than the Princess Magnificent.
Rude.
I'm the
That
best.
sounds like a challenge.
Fucking accepted.
Wall of blood.
You're just in the middle of something like, I feel like someone just impeded my honor. Okay.
Like, hey, you had me killed. You threw
I
him
feel
out.
offended. I don't know why, but I feel offended.
Yeah. That happens to me constantly. So I feel like, wondering why.
Right. Well, here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing indeed. Horrible shit is happening all around you.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
So, since we're kind of steamrolling and taking over this place, am I or Ellen feeling any differently as a result of that?
There is so much out there.
Yeah.
Like, you could wreck fucking face for a long ass time.
Yeah.
But it's more of the idea of taking over than the topography of taking over.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, people are fucking terrified, and you're like busting through people like they were made of candy floss.
Okay.
But it keeps on feeling like there's still so much to do.
Okay.
However, Ellen is having a fantastic time. Oh,
Yay.
besties.
Are they like cute little relics from the others around that I could just be? Because like she's very specifically not walking around like wrecking shop. I was just like, hey, go. Ooh, look, a corpse. Puts it in your pocket. Keeps walking.
Like relics from the others are more of like the Earl King, like his crown
Yeah.
would be something that you could go, oh,
I
take
got a little
that.
bag. I just got like a little messenger bag. I put stuff in it.
Yeah, just looting shit.
Yeah, I'm just,
Like, you know what?
collecting stuff.
That right there, you know, the heart of the frost heart. I'm gonna steal that. It's a frozen bloody heart.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna steal that and put that away. Oh, it's a gem. It just turned into a gem. Cool. It's a gem the size of my fist.
Nice. How many of these do I collect?
A video game appropriate amount.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Have you seen how I play games? There's an anime called
take
Cautious
that.
Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. It was about me playing Breath of the Wild. Like, I'm not going to fight Ganon until I'm more powerful than Ganon.
12 years later.
Yep. And just walk in, just, I'm Ganon now.
Beautiful.
So yeah, you're getting like some cool things.
Cool.
Yeah,
I just want to stockpile of stuff that
Alright.
when I go back and fight the guy that killed all the mages, like, this is nice. I have a different fight, but it didn't come with me because he stepped out of the way, so.
What a rude idiot.
Right?
We're gonna have to go back and kill all the vampires now.
I know. I'm just trying to collect enough stuff to, like, turn the sun back on. Real good.
Yeah. Also, what do you think? Over there for the new underworld?
Oh, that's nice.
I think if we put it in that valley, then I could put my house on that mountain
that would
overlooking
look
it.
really sweet.
Would that look good? And I can just have like a blood waterfall into it.
Yeah, hey Gladys, what do you think? Can you go over to that little plateau? What do you think? How's the breezes?
If you keep doing what you're doing, you will have a new underworld.
It's working!
Ah, cool.
Okay, do all these others have ghosts?
No.
Okay.
Aw, beans.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Are my
real
towers
hungry.
following me?
No.
I haven't seen them in forever. I kind of miss them now.
It's weird, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm sure they'll be down for Punch of Vampire time.
Oh, okay.
So werewolves.
Yep.
This does not feel great.
No.
No.
You're on the moon. This should be like peak werewolf.
Yeah. No. Being on the moon is great. Doing what you're doing does not feel great.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
But you're doing it, and you're doing it well. You're doing it and doing it and doing it well.
yeah.
Actually, you're no longer on the moon because you have gone through the moon area into...
The beach area.
Yay!
The Hot Springs episode.
Beach episode!
All right, everybody roll your athletics. We're going to do some beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Truly a psycho beach party.
Made it weird immediately. Bless you. Why is all the sand screaming?
Like I said,
Great.
Gladys is sort of wrecking through things because she really does enjoy carnage.
Mm-hmm.
Carnage.
But she is keeping a really tight eye on Charles and his temperament with everything going on.
What is Charles doing the whole time?
Roll for me. Roll me occult plus your finesse. Real quick.
Have you engaged in any violence? Since you've
He
been
has
here?
not.
Noted.
Yay!
So
Numbers.
1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
So, being in touch with the moon as you are,
Yeah.
you now feel that the moon is now blocked for you in leaving. The moon, the gate of the moon to get here is now closed. Someone intentionally closed it.
Somebody has intentionally closed the gate to the...
Yeah, because the moon is the skull moon thing is the
Sure.
gate to the deep dreaming.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
now in the
yeah.
deep dreaming.
Cool.
And the moon, the gate to it, is now closed, preventing you to leave the deep dreaming.
And we're no longer on the moon?
No, you
Can
are
we-
like...
Can we see?
Yeah, you can see the moon. But you are like going through like dreamscape after dreamscape. Like you have knocked your way through some bullshit clockwork like
I have an
steampunk
important
shit.
question with that, though.
What's that?
What phase is said skull moon in?
It is full.
Okay.
Okay.
That's important.
Okay. I don't know why.
Because I have a ban.
What's your band?
Must
full
hunt
moon
when the
ban.
full moon is out.
All right. Fair enough.
So she's wrecking through things, but she's keeping an eye on Charles because she has a compulsion to destroy shit right now.
All right. Well,
And cannot not destroy shit if the moon is full.
you are
Sweet.
doing that then.
Nice.
You are tailor made for this. In fact.
Okay, Charles, quick question. What the fuck is the point of you? What are you doing? Why aren't you doing anything?
He'll stand up on his paws and he'll start going towards Grace.
So you're just not going to answer the question? Here's my problem, is everything up to now has been built on trust and communication. And you've stopped talking. And you've stopped communicating. Now you're acting on your own. So I'll ask you one more time. What are you doing?
He gets far away pretty quickly
Mhm.
because he's an Urshel.
Yep. She's not moving any faster.
Yeah. And then he turns around and he'll shift back. I have to try to make it right.
Make what right?
The world.
Okay.
This
Do
isn't
you
it.
not believe that this is what we're doing?
No.
Then why didn't you say anything before we got here?
I've
Or has
said
something changed?
it's always been this way.
What?
I've given you my reason saying that the humans shouldn't be like this.
Correct.
This isn't going to fix that.
Do you not remember that before the moon became a bunch of skulls, that millions of people were kidnapped by the others and tormented constantly. That the Dantane, in their efforts to prevent the taking of additional human lives and torment for eons beyond their normal lifespan, were willing to obliterate and change the course of history for an entire continent. The others have their root in this too.
So we're
That was
looking
always the plan.
we're looking to justify that evil.
No, we're looking to eliminate it from the future and try to restore order by creating a new underworld so that there aren't a bunch of giant rust ship monsters roiling about looking for essence, that zombies aren't what happen when human beings die. If you weren't unclear of our intention, I wish you had just said something instead of coming here stubbornly, constantly marching off on your own, and now whatever this is.
Khairyn, it's never going to be perfect.
Okay, so what do you intend, or what do you want? We can only move forward. I am a time mage. Please believe me when I say that. There is only going forward and making the best possible choices we can with the information we now have. If you know something new, by all means, share it. We are, as you say, a pack, and we decide what's best to do together. We don't work unilaterally.
I was visited by a girl.
When? She starts looking around for a little girl. Also, very specifically, her affected accent is dropping at this point. Like, that wasn't me forgetting to do that at all.
He's kind of like,
Yeah.
She says that if we kill them all, the humans will cease dreaming.
Sorry, she is a what? They are what? And how do you know that that's true?
I don't know that it's true.
Okay. Was she a human? A vampire?
What does she
Other?
smell like?
Bunch of
She's one of the others.
Oh,
bunch of zombies?
A bunch of others.
She's just a pile of others. Ooh, another like thing. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so an other came, talked to you, I'm assuming at some point since we've been here, and told you that if we wipe out all the others, human beings will stop dreaming.
And they will continue to be subjugated by the vampires.
Okay, why would that be true?
I don't know.
Okay.
Why
Well,
would the underworld come into the real world? I don't know, but it happened.
Right, but, I mean, you did hear Grace gleefully exclaim that we are carving out a new space for the underworld to be. Those lost souls will have a place to go. And that's what they need. They can't be where they once were, so they went to Earth. They need to be somewhere else, and the fewer others that are in the world to torment and feed off of the people that remain, the better things will be. If there's a flaw in my logic, by all means, disabuse me of my course of action. But let it just be said that I do feel like your friend Gladys is having a very good time. And I'm a little, like, I was worried about you because I'm like, oh, she's having a great time. You don't seem to be having a great time. And I just wanted to check in.
She's having a super great time.
Yeah. Like a little bit too much of a good time.
No,
but-
that's how she has a good time.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Well, you
Great
know.
time.
So what do you want to do about the little girl? Do you want to trust her? Do you want to find her? Do you want us to stop and reevaluate? What do you need to feel better?
I feel like this is wrong. That
Being
everything
here?
was made for a reason.
It's a very determinist view, but you're allowed to hold it.
I want to make a quick point here that all of these realities of what you guys are talking about are very well true. Like, whatever she said is not necessarily true. What you guys are doing is not necessarily true, but it is also not necessarily untrue. Like, I just want to make sure that we realize that we're not dealing with any, like, concrete truth here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were saying?
Oh, what was I saying?
Sorry.
That you said it wasn't right. Like,
Yeah.
what was happening wasn't right. Or that was
There's
wrong.
always a natural order to things, and this isn't it.
Okay. So you would rather leave the others in power? Where would you have us focus our efforts?
To putting things back the way they were.
I would like to cast a spell to go back to the tape where I said we can't do that. Just to check that I said it out loud and didn't just fucking think it.
No. Do it. Cast a spell.
No, I'm not
I,
going to.
no. I love this.
Being sorry.
Like, actually, like, jump back to
Yeah.
it. She's like, huh, what happened?
She just leans away for a second. Yeah, I did say that earlier. We can't go back. We can't go back in time. That's not how any of this works.
I heard you tell Grace that said that we could fix it.
Yeah, fixing is not undoing. If we could undo it, if I was powerful enough to undo it, maybe if there were more than just the one mages left, perhaps something bigger could happen. But the way I see things, the lack of an underworld is a problem for the people that remain on Earth. The presence of the others feeding off of a much smaller population and therefore will probably be a little more food insecure, to borrow common puppy parlance, is a problem. And the fact that even if we set everything else to rights and self-terminated in order to restore whatever we did back to order, if that even would work, because who knows? A fucking, tower told me. What do places know? Not anything more than the rest of us. We are doing the best with what we have, and we can't constantly rely on people that we assume to be smarter or stronger than us to make or to decide what's right and make those choices. The vampires must be dealt with too. So what would you have us do? If you don't think we should be here, where should we be?
We should be killing the vampires.
Okay. I am afraid to kill things until we have a place for the dead things to go. So do you disagree with my order of find a place to put the dead stuff? And then, if our very good friend Grace, who seems to have a handle on the whole Princess Magnificent situation, I would rather her rule over the underworld. I trust her more than any other that I've met thus far. Devil, you know. Seems to be why you've trusted me thus far. Leave her in charge of it if that's what she would do. Go back, wipe out the vampires. And then if there's anything left to be set to rights by going to the place between places, we will go there. You and I have never said anything other than, once we have dealt with this, I will go. I know my duty, and you seem to doubt me.
He shifts back to Urshal and sits.
If you don't want to fight here, that's understandable. But we must carve out a place. Also, please keep an eye on Gladys. She's getting very into it.
Good luck.
Blood wave.
Thanks. Sort of.
On one of his actions,
Mm-hmm.
he would get to Grace and be like, ring the bell.
How you gonna ring the bell? I'm a wave.
I know, that's what he's trying to tell you.
Oh.
She's just.
Oh.
You're just shouting at blood.
Ring the bell! and also, the 120-foot, werewolf made out of zombies is now like a 12,000-foot, werewolf made out of, a mountain. Just fucking running over shit and
Are you like
just
a
wrecking
Katamari?
shit.
You are
Yeah.
a zombie werewolf Katamari.
What's that one game?
Katamari Damacy.
No, there's
Yeah.
another one where it's like a blob. It was like a real low tier game. Sorry, with
Aabria?
Yes.
Yeah!
Yes!
Oh my God!
Yes! Where everybody
Damn,
plays a
that's good.
blob,
Yeah.
and then there's 15 people on a map, and when you eat somebody, you become a bigger blob and go slower.
Yeah.
And then there's things on the map that can split you.
Yep. And you're like gravity, so it's harder to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn! Yeah.
Right. So,
Sorry.
So you're yelling, ring the bell at
Yeah.
my blood.
Bad blood.
Oh,
Blood
Yeah.
for the blood god.
Skulls for the skull throne.
back into like a
Woo.
Grace Ellen form. Do you want to talk to the Marquis? Oh, hi, Charles.
Yeah.
Okay. Rings bell.
So chatty.
What bell?
Calm down.
What bell?
Yeah.
We don't have a bell anymore?
Well, where do you keep the bell?
Oh. Probably on my, like, her skirt has like a million pockets.
Oh yeah.
Oh
it's
my
not-
god, your skirt has pockets.
It's not in any of those pockets.
I seem to not have the bell anymore.
He was another.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Don't you want to take out all rivals?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
But he's also with the vampires who we're gonna have to kill next.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we need to get him.
He could be a later problem. We still have a few more areas.
Well, you don't want him to come in from a flank and start taking over some of the areas you cleared.
Well, no, we don't. Wait, didn't he give Gladys a bell?
Yep.
Gladys!
I thought the bell you had was the bell that we took from Gladys when she
No,
was
he-
no longer guesting on the show.
He gave me a bell first.
Oh,
We
everyone's
each
got
had a bell.
Yeah, I was.
Did you get a bell?
Nope. Just the one on my collar.
Oh,
Just yell
Ugh.
up to the giant
Ugh.
pile of
Ugh.
zombies.
Yeah.
Gladys, do you have your bell?
I don't know that she's responding very much right now. There's a full moon out,
Uh-oh.
and she is
Yeah.
destroying everything in sight.
How do you feel about climbing a pile of zombies to find a bell?
How do you feel about taking her out?
Oh,
Of the
Yeah?
pile of zombies?
Yeah.
She's doing a pretty good job.
I mean, how close are we to winning?
Yeah, like how...
yeah.
Are
Do
we
we have
at like
sense?
60%?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are real close. I mean,
It's-
that zombie wolf that is now 100, like 2 orders of magnitude larger than what you guys started with, is fucking wrecking face. Like,
Okay.
you guys are getting real close
Well, let
to
me get
like
a look
clearing
at
this
it,
shit
take
out.
20
Okay.
in.
I mean, I feel like without a pilot, it could probably finish this up for us. So
Yeah.
let's maybe hit the eject button and see how Gladys is doing.
That seems fun.
That'll go well.
Oh, it's fine.
Let's see.
So, what are the rules for Death Rage?
Uh-oh.
Whisper's composure to get out of it.
All right, cool.
That's the one I know.
Nice.
A ghost cannot resist their ban.
Nope, you cannot resist your ban.
Well,
That's
then,
true.
I might go into Death Rage.
I
2
forgot.
y'all.
I totally forgot about that.
I might go into Death Rage 2 then, y'all.
Sweet.
Wait, you didn't even murder anything.
I know, but she goes into Death Rage, I go into Death Rage.
Oh.
Is that a thing?
It's a werewolf thing.
Yeah, it's a werewolf thing.
Okay. Against us, against her.
It's everybody.
Well, just everybody.
All the
Werewolves.
things.
Well,
Well,
werewolves
well-
don't death rage against each other, who are also death raging.
Well, technically, he wouldn't Death Rage on you guys if he thought you guys were in on him, whatever he was Death Raging against.
Right.
We would love to know
'Cause you're all
what
the pack.
your death rate
Yeah.
is.
Right. So
Yeah.
you don't attack your own pack when you're death raging unless there's no one else around.
Yeah, can you just like on your way into a death rage, just mention what we're mad about? I'm a team
We're
player.
mad about kibbles.
Oh, yeah. Yo, snacks, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are in rage the entire time you were here.
Yep.
Whoops. Sorry.
That's why I asked the question.
I gave an answer.
Oops. Okay, well, let's get her out of that huge zombie.
Yes, totally.
Uh,
That's fine. When you have the death rage on a moon made of skulls.
do you need
Death
me to
Rage
roll to
probably
get her
brought
out
to
of
you
there?
by
Because normally I
Iceland.
just yell, like,
You can just pop her out.
hey, get out of there. Gladys, eject.
Don't get shoo. It's like when you see a coyote. Yeah.
All right, you must hunt.
Yep. She's still in Urshel form,
Mm-hmm.
But you just pop out.
apparently.
Yeah, like I don't like little like
Three-point
spinny
landing.
thing.
Does
3-point
giant,
landing.
like, werewolf monster turn into less werewolfy, or is it still werewolfy?
Oh, it turns back into like the. You know what? No, it's just gonna stay werewolfy.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's just a giant
I did
werewolf
it.
horrible thing
You
now.
did it!
Yeah.
Going around
First
biting
try.
shit.
We won the world.
Like there's no reason for it to turn back.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that makes
true.
it transformery is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grace is just being very encouraging. You're doing a great job. Keep eating them.
Can I make
You're
a
a
roll
lovely
to
zombie
see
mother.
her
That's
disposition?
very nice.
Or would I know that she would be ape shitty?
If you didn't know before she'd be ape shitty, you have seen werewolves who must hunt before. This is not like a weird thing. This is something you know about.
I think getting the bell from her may be an issue.
Ring, 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 ring.
My bed.
Oh, she does look a bit angry about the eyes. I know that's how Ellen's
she's
face feels sometimes.
gonna
Oh, okay.
want to hunt.
No.
Well, there's plenty of stuff to...
Yeah, we need to let her burn it out of her system, and I may get embroiled in it too.
Are you going to fight her? Would you like?
No, we're not going to fight. We're going to hunt.
Oh, together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are going to do a hunt.
Sweet.
Do you...
Oh, here.
Yeah, we could make a quick underworld and...
Oh, yeah, let's go
house
do
while
that.
they're doing that.
If not, do you want to go... I have 2 points in fucking drive.
Mm-hmm.
I want to drive the zombie. Can I ride the zombie with Grace over to where we're going to build the underworld?
Only if
Yeah.
you make yourself like little hook things.
I will!
And you climb up it, and you do a thing so that like you're riding a sandworm, and then we have like the guitar riff, like
Yes.
in Dune.
Yeah, that seems fun.
If you the Dune thing, then
Yes.
Cool. Let's take this big boy.
Okay.
Make some giant rains. Let's go check out.
We'll clear out that nice valley.
perfect.
Can you make one of the zombies to like one of the Mad Max zombies with the guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. You on the snoot. Alright.
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, this entire area it's made of ideas, not space.
Yeah.
So like the idea or like the concept of the dream of the underworld is not something that is like actually relatively contained, just because of how far that goes within the human psyche. So basically, if you start an underworld or try to and succeed, it is just going to take over everything.
What do you mean?
If you get it done.
If you get it done, it's not like I'm going to make this valley an underworld.
Okay.
The whole place.
Yeah. and
It's
it goes,
it's just it's going to spread.
Counterpoint. What remains of humanity probably is deeply desirous of, I wish the dead would go to one contained place that isn't here.
No. It is very, very likely. And also, the idea of, like, dreams of the dead, you get to, like, sleep and talk to your grandma. Like, it is not necessarily a bad thing.
I just don't
I'm
think
just
any
letting you
humans
know,
now
I don't...
want to sleep and talk to their grandma. They're like, I wish the dead would go to one place where they can't go anywhere else but be there.
I wish Grandma would stop training
I mean,
my brain.
They mostly
Dead
that.
people only in their dreams instead of all the waking times
Yeah,
is an
okay.
upgrade.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's say some death magic about it.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I love
Cool.
it.
Yeah, we could do some death magic about it.
Yeah.
I can do some
Cool.
weird dream shit
Do
too.
your weird dream shit, and then you are going to do your magic, and then we're going to add all of that together, and we're going to see what happens.
Okay.
Sweet.
And we're going to eat stuff.
And you guys are going to
Yeah.
eat the shit out of things.
I'll roll first while you look up the dream shit.
You are
Okay.
literally eating and destroying the dreams of humanity.
Sorry, y'all.
Fine.
Like you.
There we go. Beep, babu. 1, 2, 3,
3. 5.
5? Alright, cool, an exceptional success. Eli, roll 1 die for me.
Oh, God.
You
1.
don't get a success.
8. I'm super good.
Alright, you totally ate that girl. That little girl.
Aw.
Yeah, you ate the
whoops.
shit out of her face.
Was she an other?
Yeah.
Did I get superpowers?
You get other powers.
You have all the powers that a little girl possesses.
Yeah, I can be cute.
Not the powers
You
of the sky.
already had that the whole time. You said
Here.
click your paws.
You're now man. You have the strength of a man, the speed of a man, the willpower of a perfectly ordinary man.
Alright, sweet.
And you're great at braiding
you,
hair now.
You actually already have all of those really freaky hedge powers.
Oh.
Where you can turn your hands and feet into hands and feet.
Blip.
We did it.
Blip, 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 blip.
So you could probably, if you took enough time, turn into a werewolf the size of zombie werewolf. Just don't do that.
Live your dreams.
I mean, I'll do it
so
on Earth
many
and see what
dreams.
happens.
Cool. Done. It's a super wolf moon.
Wolf moon is a thing. What's the name of which thing is the wolf moon?
It's
Wolf
a dumb
Moon's
thing.
January.
January. That's it.
Well, we already
You know,
passed
fun
that.
appropriation of native culture. It's fine.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know how to do my
No, you're good. Take your time.
magic.
That's why we're just vamping. I mean, wolfing.
Yeah.
This seems important, so I'm gonna, depending on, probably burn a couple artifacts, make a sacrifice.
And you can spend a willpower. Oh, spend a willpower too. For 3 more dice.
I think wolf moon is actually Anglo-Saxon. In
Don't think it is.
2 tens. We did
I could be
it.
wrong though.
3.
Oh.
That's okay. I have some artifacts to sacrifice, so I'll sacrifice 2 more and get 5 successes.
Excellent.
So I use the chimerical call, which basically allows me, or marionette, sorry, to manipulate dreams.
That's where you are.
That's where we are.
Uh-huh.
So I can just be like, just
All right.
finger painting with the dream world to make an underworld.
Yep. Especially with that death energy coming in. You guys do the thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just putting a
There.
nice catacomb
And
over
there.
here.
Can I have like a beach house on the
Ooh.
river Styx, please?
Yeah, let's. Maybe the river
There's a
goes
band there going,
here.
Yeah.
And then your beach house is up on stilts, like
Perfect,
right
perfect,
here.
perfect.
Yep, with some nice reeds around it.
Nice.
They're made of skulls.
Yeah.
They scream a little.
Or
Sorry.
like a little pit for all the colonizers to just constantly be colonizing themselves.
I like it.
They
Yep.
have to go in their own zone.
Yeah.
They have a no-no zone.
Self-contained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The colonizer zone.
Put
And you're like,
wall
okay,
around
everybody.
it.
Yeah!
Put a wall
We finally
around it.
built
They
that
love
wall.
walls.
They love walls.
Mm.
So much.
Just try to climb it,
Yeah.
but then fall
Then
back
slip
down.
right back down.
into the
Aw.
Yeah.
Until somebody invades.
pit. Maybe we'll put a roof on that too.
Yeah, just, you know what? It's just a little hut.
Because they might be able to pile up the bodies.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Just
I like it.
making
Yeah.
an underworld.
All right, you guys make the underworld, and
It's cute.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
yeah,
This is cute.
it's awesome.
I
Cute.
like us. I like
You guys
what we
did great.
here. Cool. So,
And-
what's your plan? Do you want to stay and be in charge of this, or are you going to come back with us first? Like, what's
Well, I mean,
the...
we gotta kill all the vampires
Yes,
first.
okay, I wasn't sure. I
Yeah.
figured we killed, like, all of the others.
I mean,
so-
you helped me with my thing. I'll help you
Oh my god, thank
with
you.
your thing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but then like I'll come back here.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I feel like this is a little more.
It's your scene.
Yeah.
I'm into it. No, it's great. You're good.
Plus, somebody's got to be in charge of all these dead people.
Yeah.
I'm good at telling them what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even dead and I listen to you a lot.
I know. It's very nice.
Fantastic. Cool. Glad we checked that off the list. Let's go see what our wolf friends are doing. Oh, also, Charles is very adamant that I go and kill myself in the place between places later. So,
That's
gonna probably be a
stupid.
thing, you
If you
know.
do that, though, can you just come here after?
yeah, probably.
Cool. Glad we made a new underworld.
Yeah.
Yay.
Perfect.
It's all of you.
No, I know.
I want to remind you. Okay.
I didn't forget.
Yeah.
Charles didn't forget either.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, because he heard you.
I know.
Yeah.
Grace is like, I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
We're not doing that.
We'll do what we need to do. Also, I didn't trust the tower. The tower's very stupid.
And kind of a jerk to you.
So much. Honestly, it's a bit of a through line of my life lately. Let's go. Cool. Gladys, how are you doing? Yeah,
We just
get 'em.
hear distant howls.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I'm sure like a hand.
Oh, good. I put it in my pocket. The other bits. Could be a thing later.
Guess they're not done yet.
Yeah.
Well,
Should we redirect? I don't want them to get all tuckered out before we head back to the vampires.
we can have a nice rest and then go. They should be pretty full up once they are done here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless that full moon goes away, she's not going to not destroy, literally.
I do
everything.
wish anyone had explained that to us.
Yeah.
So we would know it in the game.
I mean,
but we don't.
can literally finger paint with this realm right now.
Not a,
but
right.
Not a ghost.
Would kill the moon.
We wouldn't. We wouldn't know.
I figure like you have like pack tactics.
No, but he doesn't have that.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is there any way to figure out what her
You
offspring
do
You
is?
might have known
hate
it.
that
I
skull
feel
moon,
like it's a
though.
holdover from when she was alive.
Okay, here's my problem.
But I feel like it would be temporary because they don't have anything that permanently rages them.
Well,
No, you don't. Normally the moon changes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Normally
even
the moon would
even
eventually
the phase
change.
of the moon doesn't affect a werewolf like that in this edition.
It doesn't, however, this is something particular to her character that we, when building her, discussed was part of her problem when she was alive as well. So you probably know that.
She is uniquely
Oh,
fucked with by the moon.
Click here. How much are you a fan of the Skull Moon? It's very in your aesthetic, and I know, but I do hate it, and I wish it would go away.
Oh yeah, I know you hate it looking at you.
It won't look.
It always just looks like right
It's
at you.
following
Doesn't
me.
matter where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could be different.
How about like no moon, like it's just gone, and then when it's a full moon, it can be a skull.
I'm a little afraid of getting rid of the moon, TBH.
No, I mean it's just like it's dark.
What if it was just like a profile skull moon? Like a
It's
crescent?
like, ooh, hey.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's cute.
Like a
though.
little side eye?
I hate that, but I feel like that's a good
Would that
compromise.
be better?
That's much better.
Okay.
Okay, you want to do that
Yeah.
together? We just like
You
wipe
do
out
it.
part
Yeah.
of it.
All right.
Wax on, wax off.
Now
Hold
crescent moon.
still. Okay.
There he goes.
And it's looking to the side. And
Just a little judging you.
Yeah, just check
Over the shoulder.
It looks a little bit like the two of us.
What was
Maybe like
the,
a face
um,
match just-
the McDonald's moon.
oh,
No, I hate that guy.
Mac the moon.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's,
Oh, no, I'm
wait,
so
that was
sorry.
in the time of like Max Headroom and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Mac the moon.
Oof, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's what
But I think it was with a K on the
Overshot.
end of it.
Is that?
I'm pretty sure it was a C because of Big Mac.
Oh shit, that makes sense. I didn't put that part
If
together.
I was in marketing, that's what I do.
There you go.
No, it was just Mac
Just a
Bleh.
jacket.
without the K. Haha.
Nice.
Sweet.
That's what I'm picturing in my mind's eye.
I
and
hate
that's
it.
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Just
awful.
imagine your worst version of a moon. It's that.
Yeah. With teeth
Yeah.
and an eye.
It's just my dad going.
And
"You do
sunglasses.
Dice things for a living? Huh. And that's the frozen post. Yeah. It's great.
Oh. 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 Ow.
Nah, he's chill. He's probably watching. Sit down.
Oh, my dad would say that. Oh. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Less ragey, but probably still like from
Yeah.
it.
Right now, they're like little human-headed chickens that are like trying to run away from you that somebody like dreamt about in 1519.
Beautiful.
Shit like that.
Punch one of them.
Jump off something high while holding him. We're playing Breath of the Wild now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's this
Just
huge
breaking
fucking
pots.
leaf.
Yeah.
Chickish.
Oh my god, there's rubies here. Tight.
I thought it was rubles.
No, R-E-P-E.
Rupee.
Oh,
Rupee.
right.
Yeah.
Rupee.
The howls seem a little less grumpy, so maybe they're getting full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we let them like
Is
take
Charles doing the
500?
pass out thing?
What do you mean?
Because of Death Rage?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Actually, both of you are gonna like take a little nap.
Yay, nap time.
So here's my thing. We could let them sleep, like they want to do, but I'm not going to pretend I don't really want this to happen as soon as possible. I have a lot of questions. I'm very angry that sweet bitey boy stepped out of my fucking portal. So, would you be opposed to, while they're taking a little siesta, if I just cast a spell to give them localized time?
Just
They could
speed
take a
it up
full
a
8
little?
hours, but I would like to go now.
Yeah, we want our puppers well rested before we go into
Exactly.
battle. Yep.
Do you need anything? You good?
You have complete control of this realm. So
Oh,
if you
sweet.
want 8 hours to go by in a blink, you can do that.
Yeah. I think
Will it affect time back on Earth?
doesn't time work separately here?
Time works weird in this location. So
I feel like I can do that.
if you do it, if it takes no time for 8 hours to go by, then that's kind of how it works.
Okay.
I feel like I could do that.
Oh, cool.
Because
Mm.
this is all my house now.
I don't
Well, that's fair.
actually. I don't think you guys have ever left the Fey realm
By
on your own
ourselves.
power. It's always been the Marquis who opened the door for you.
I mean, I could have gone, but he offered. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just speed things up a little bit.
cool tight.
Okay.
Right? You guys are good?
Get up. We've got to go.
Rude.
You have a nice nap.
Yeah.
Look, I made an underworld. Isn't it nice?
And I helped.
And it's fucking death everywhere. It feels great to you, Ghost Werewolf.
Oh, really quick. And I want to, call down the Death Tower. And, plant it on the opposite
Oh,
side.
sweet.
I'm gonna leave this here.
That happens.
Cool. You stay there. This is where you go now. Kind of hold it all down. Cool?
Nice spot for that. Hello, what's his name?
Trevor.
Trevor?
I thought Trevor had somebody else's name.
I name a lot of things, Trevor.
That's
Now,
fine.
the other one's name is Kevin.
No, yeah. I like Trevor better. Kevin yelled at you.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like Trevor
mean,
tried to too, but he knows what's up.
I want shirts now to say fuck Kevin. God damn it, Kevin.
Yeah. Okay. Trevor, we good? This good for you?
We should kill the Marquis.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well,
Right.
we
We were waiting for
could
you to
just
sleep off your...
bring him here,
Yep.
beat him up.
Gladys, do you have the Marquis bell that he gave you?
I should.
Can you check, please?
Seem to have misplaced it in my other pelt.
Curious. Mine too.
You're in charge of this whole place, right?
Yep.
So just yell really loudly and see if he shows up.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We just think real hard about him being right in front of me, looking very surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work? No. Okay. No. I think he has to be in here for that to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a sense that, how does my magic work in this space? How does it work versus others?
At this point, you made this place along with her, so everything's right as rain for you. You can go ahead and do stuff.
Yeah, but how do I feel about, in the place of power for me, reaching into the normal world and going, excuse me, I need to have a word.
You should absolutely make an occult plus wits roll for that.
Yeah, thank you. This is the first time I've gone to
And why don't you
roll.
add 5 dice to that because of the successes that you did in making this place?
Oh, yay!
Because you are intimately familiar with this place.
Intimately.
And by that, I mean you've had sex with it.
I literally get so many secret wieners here. It's like Disneyland. Has Disneyland been invented yet? One.
Disney what?
I'm glad you got one.
Wow.
Just the one.
The mouse does not like to be disparaged.
Yeah.
This place has been sealed off from everything else.
Oh, what the fuck? No, that won't do one bit. We're cut off.
Well, that's rude.
Someone closed the gate. Does
What?
it smell like the Marquis of Carabas did this?
Well, I mean, it's the dreaming. So unless there are any other mages wandering about or any others wandering about, he's probably the one who could do that. There is a vampire mage that you met that might be able to do that, but who the fuck knows? But that gate, that moon gate, is closed and locked and barricaded.
How much do you need a moon?
I feel like the Earth needs it. I don't.
Seems like a later problem. I don't like being locked in places.
We're gonna just have to make a door.
I would like to kick the moon in, please.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. I can make a Navernian gate, yeah? That goes to the underworld?
Yes.
Could I do that in reverse?
To punch through with an Avernian gate. You can try.
Let's
You
try.
can absolutely try.
Let's try that before we
This-
destroy the moon.
I didn't say I was going to destroy it. I'd kick its teeth in.
Who wants to help her do this? And how are you going to do that?
I love you very much. We're going to put the Avernian gate
We can put it on the moon.
on the moon, and I want it to look like the skull's mouth is like...
Yeah, that's gonna look
Okay.
great. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yep.
Because we need some place for the ghost to get into the underworld.
Exactly, and they have to like fly into the mouth.
Into the mouth.
Yep.
Love it.
Teamwork.
Like a fun
Teamwork.
house.
Like a fun house.
So, yeah.
Exactly like a fun house.
We do that. What do we do?
Okay, hold on. What, you guys? Are you
Well,
going to do anything?
The bell is gone.
The bell is gone.
Charles thinks this is kind of out of his realm.
All right.
Like, actually, could he sidestep?
Yeah.
Oh. I can get us out.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's other realms other than this place. And
Yeah.
Earth.
Okay. Can you go from the other place that you want to go to Earth?
Yeah.
Alright, but I'm still... I like this, because this is an easier solution. Question, will dead people be able to get to the underworld if we sidestep and not open a door?
Well,
to
you
this
will
place?
have to do that at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a gate one way or the other. It's
So
probably
can we make this gate and then sidestep with you? Because I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to kick this door in, and then all of our friends who want to do us harm will be waiting on the other side of the gate, like, oh, here they come, and then we'll just sidestep and be like, dick punch.
Nope, we
from
came in
behind.
through a
Or
window.
we could just punch him.
Either one. I still feel like we need to make the gate, though.
Yeah, we can do that after. But I feel like taking our time and making sure it's right is probably the better option rather than going like, hey, we got to force this to get it
magic
done.
works. That's nothing.
Okay.
It is a little easier to make a gate to the underworld than to punch one out the other way.
Well, for what it's worth, we're more powerful here than we are on Earth.
That's true. Gladys, you look perturbed.
Are you hungry? I have
It's
some...
not always about being hungry.
Okay,
It's always about being hungry.
Yeah, I was
Shut up,
Being
Charles.
honest.
I was gonna say, I have some, I have a little pocket dimension with some stag from that. Do you remember the first other? Feels like forever ago.
It does. Honestly, probably don't eat.
Oh
Things
no, it's
from
all
here.
goblin food.
No,
Yeah.
I'm more wondering if there's any way to try and communicate with him and let him build a doorway for us if someone were beguiling enough to talk him into it.
Oh, do you want to flirt with him?
If you want to flirt with him, just flirt with him, but I don't really trust him to do shit.
I don't know, he was rather agreeable before when I was speaking to him.
Well, unless you want to continue to throw ghost pussy at the situation, by all means. Do you.
Oh, if only you knew anything about me and my past life. But
Charles
you don't.
is very tight. Dogs don't have lips. What would I call that? Like muzzle? Tight muzzled. About a lot of his past. So you can blame him for that. I would love to know more about you.
Is there any way that we can try and communicate with said Marquis?
I mean,
Just need to be in range enough to speak to him.
I'm off herding the wolf.
yeah.
The giant, zombie into the valley. I'm holding the haunch. The stag haunch, like, come on, go get it.
Just playing fetch with it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Just gonna lead it into the
Since
valley.
we're sealed off, is there a way for
Disrespectful.
dreams to get out of the dreamland, or no? Okay.
I mean, is it
I'm sure it has
purely a
feelings
magical barrier or is it like something where you can actually go to like a place where you feel like you're actually physically being stopped?
The only way to get out of here is going to the moon and then leaving the moon into the hedge or into the regular world, like what you did.
I don't know if I can do the
And
sidestep
that is
thing,
now
just-
locked. There's no way to get
Oh,
out.
wait.
That's why I'm wondering if there's somewhere like
He's not gonna
basically
really
the
die
difference
before?
between shouting into the nothingness around you versus going to the other side of a door and trying to speak at the door with.
There's
Does that make
very
sense?
specifically something blocking you from communicating, interacting with
So
whatever with the
complete
regular world.
interaction is
It
shut
has
down.
been shut down.
Yeah, I think this is a punch a magic hole in reality situation, unfortunately. We try to avoid doing that too many times in one day, but...
Yeah, but, gots to be me. You're the one with the scorpion for a tail. Like, look, scorpion. The whole world's a frog.
Yeah. And just when you say scorpion for a second, she's got legs too.
Yeah.
And then just like, nope.
Can I do that? Ugh, I hate that I did it. No.
Okay. So, together then. I'll just reverse gate, you punch a hole in the moon's face.
Well, you said you want to sidestep, yes?
Well, do we want to sidestep and ambush?
Yeah, I like the idea of the distraction by punching the moon through.
Like, being a part of being a ghost wolf and a former werewolf / actually in control of the concept of being a werewolf, that sidestepping into the shadow is actually like going through a window, like actually like getting out in a way that is not like the moat and the door and all that like locked down. And you're like, sidestep.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out a way to get communication through without having to punch something through.
That is much more difficult.
Sure.
Can I do other people other than myself? Because that'd be another problem too.
Can you?
Uh-huh.
What do the rules say?
I mean,
Hold on, it could be party one.
I could help.
Hold, please, I'm remembering.
Okay.
It's probably like a ritual or something.
God damn it.
He
They
doesn't-
don't call it stepping sideways anymore. It's something else.
Oh, good.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, they call it something else. I
It's
just
called
searched for-
walking through dark places.
Do you know where the places that you want to
You know what? I'm going to say that you can just step sideways. And I'm going to say you're going to use your primal urge. Plus your occult.
Is it
An intelligence?
And
do other
intelligence.
people go too?
If he rolls well enough.
Then I will spend a
If he
willpower.
doesn't, they go through the window, we go through the door.
Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Let's begin the punch. And if you try to step sideways, if you feel like you got your footing, you grab me by the collar as you want to do and yank me through with you. But if you can't grab me, then I'll be a distraction and be standing there at the gaping.
I mean, I kind of want to
Gate
try
I've
as
kicked
well,
in.
but I don't have primal urge.
You don't have to. If he gets through, you go through.
Okay. Am I
We're rolling not good today, guys.
His
It's not
character
great.
again, too?
Yeah, you are
Right.
re-anchored.
That's 3, right?
Yeah.
3?
3.
Good enough. You got 1 plus 2 more, because you already got the ghost attached to you.
Sweet.
So we just need a gate for one then. I do like to make a dramatic
Oh,
entrance.
you don't want to go with them? Because it's the two of you, because she automatically goes.
Oh, she automatically goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well
I
then.
still wanna,
Okay.
I'm doing
Well,
the gate.
couldn't we...
I'm doing the gate.
Wait, couldn't
Okay.
we have, fake us be at the door and break the door down and then
I'm assuming
sidestep?
it'll be one of those oh, what's that? And as they turn, we appear behind them. I don't think we need
Okay, so you're going to have to punch the door to a place of death. Which is everywhere, but I mean a graveyard or a mortuary or a pile of zombie dead bodies or something like that.
What about a
that is
broken
where you're going to have
shipyard?
to anchor it.
Coast of Skeletons.
What about
Nobody?
a British
Museum full
filled
of sarcophagi.
Yeah, and full of lots of cultures that have been killed.
That'll do.
Perfect.
Yes.
But couldn't we do a ship graveyard with a bunch of dead people that we already know that they're at? Because the thing was supposed to destroy the ship.
Oh, do we want? I don't want to put this in Africa. Sorry.
And also, it was supposed to destroy the ship that is a warship full of vampires. Mami Wata is not going to do well.
Yeah, I'm assuming they all
Sorry,
went
boat
home.
friend.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Mami Wata.
Sure, it's fine.
Aww,
Yeah.
we're
She
not
went
good
out in a blaze
friends.
of glory.
We're not good friends.
I don't remember what I rolled to do in Avernian Gate. I'm assuming it's a cult.
Yeah.
And something.
I'm very excited about doing this thing.
Super excited.
You are going to
You
roll
get
your
2
psyche
pastries.
plus your intelligence.
Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Dang. Are you sure I can't use a cope?
Well, you can keep rolling.
Oh, okay.
Girl.
Oh my god.
This is the thing I've wanted to do most in this world, and I succeeded 8 times.
I might help a little. I've got a very small amount of
do.
dice.
Please do. I've had a lot of feelings this whole time, and I want to go back and avenge all the mages that have been killed.
Did you reroll those 10s already?
I did.
Dang,
that
look
this
at you.
Including all of the cultures that they went and destroyed for all of those things.
Oh, you're motivated too.
Yeah.
2.
2?
2 out of I
Excellent.
only rolled 5
That's
dice.
10.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Yay.
Yay. Punched a hole through the moon's face.
Team
Can
Rudy's
I
back.
describe what it looks like, please?
Do it.
Cool, tight. So if this, like, crescent moon is kind of like a face going this way, like, the force of the hole we punched, like, literally, like, unhinges the bottom of the crescent, and, like, from the ground, if you look up, it looks like the jaw doesn't just open, it looks like the mandible's shattered and it's hanging open. So it's not an open mouth, it's like a distended. Hanging jaw.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I love it.
And an eye that was already kind of looking out everywhere. Like, if you are standing at the British Museum, you understand that, like, if there was a pupil of this eye, it would be directed exactly on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking right at you.
Right at you.
Right at you.
People step sideways.
Yes.
The shadow's fucking nightmare. Like, everything is... So, in what was, like, a spirit world with spiritual beings doing their stuff that, you know, their concept is for, it has turned into a nightmare hellscape of them devouring each other or just leaving and fleeing. However, it's relatively easy to find the Avernian Gate because of the amount of power that is here at the British Museum, along with the, like, nightmare attack of all of these spirits trying to, like, get spiritual energy from the artifacts or from even vampires and stuff who are then being devoured. It's like, you know, fish attacking fish in a tank that hasn't been fed is kind of what it's like.
Nice.
I guess we got to fix this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on the list. Such a long list. We're
Keeps
never gonna
getting
get killed.
longer.
We'll put it on a list of honeydews. Honeydew, put this back in order, please.
It totally can be filled with, you know, ghosts that do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can it?
Jokes aside, Khairyn.
What?
Or can it?
Or can it?
Who knows?
Khairyn's
We'll find
not holding
out.
a single form anymore. It's just a constant, like, blurry, like, flit through everything. No more smiles, no more snacks. We're done with that. I punched a hole in the fucking moon.
Yeah. And the world.
Twice.
Does our gate have a door? Can we shut it?
No, we want to keep it open because the
put a
souls
ring
will start
on
coming
it.
through, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta keep it open.
Yeah,
We need the zombos.
we do need those
Mhm.
to kill the vampires, yeah.
Well, we also need them, like, when things die.
Yeah,
we need
get
to
in
go
there.
a place.
Yeah,
Yeah, get in
spirits
there.
need to go.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Shall we find the
Let's.
dude you want to kill?
So you guys have to...
So are we getting through so we can pop out and go like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys can totally pop out.
Kool-Aid Man it?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
Kool-Aid Man it.
Oh, yeah!
Oh yeah.
And you guys pop out in this vault that is deep underground, filled with cases and cases and cases and cases of stolen shit from around the world.
Nice.
We did it.
Perfect. She screams out with the voice of 1,000 dead mages. Laszlo! Be here now. We need to talk. Does
He doesn't
respond?
know.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Of
Oh,
course he
no.
doesn't.
That's rude.
Yeah. Doesn't respond to a summons.
Unfortunate.
Not good.
Okay. Well, let it never be said I didn't try talking. Let's go.
Can you, Charles, do vampires have a scent? Can you track him?
Can I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, I can't taste or smell anything except ghosts.
Werewolves are super useful
At tracking.
at tracking.
When am I rolling again?
Sorry. We're gonna have
Is it perception or tracking?
The perception plus whatever you get from your form. So I think it's +4 if you're in wolfy form, plus
There we go.
3 if you're in dire wolf form. If you're in human form, I think you get +1.
I think I get 1 because of my primal urge. And then perception, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
So we've moved into a different reality, though. We're back.
You are back in the prime material plane.
Yeah, we did it.
I check my pockets again just for safety's sake.
Damn it.
It's not there. Damn.
2.
2.
2.
You have successes. They're
Nice.
not here, but he's been here. And there are stairs. I mean, this is probably way underground from what your senses will tell you.
His scent is faint, but he was here.
You can track him up the stairs.
Yeah. We need to go.
You also, with the 2, you smell one other thing that is very upsetting to you. And that is cordite, also known as smokeless gunpowder.
Smoke with gunpowder.
What the fuck is that?
It's gonna explode.
Okay.
this whole
Wait,
place.
hold on. Hold on. Do my character know that? He has 1 in firearm, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
He plans to blow this place up, so we should probably run.
I would like to
Karen's like,
go
don't run!
incorporeal.
Get on my back.
I don't
Get on my back.
know.
You should probably.
No, we're going to undo it. There's no cordite here.
There's no cordite here?
You want to do some magic about it?
All right.
Okay.
Do some magic about it. All right.
Fair enough.
And we break the world again. Start over, everybody.
I have a bunch of shit I picked up.
This campaign never ends.
It never ends. Only with my death.
He's like, only when we break something. Ooh, super good again.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jesus.
Hi, I've had a couple feelings. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's 9 successes. How many paradox would you like me to roll?
6.
Okay. Oh, waiting gently over there for me. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Well,
Handle this?
I'll keep the 7 that I got, and I just turn to you and I go, "There is no cordite here," and the smell just fucking disappears. You just feel like that same vibration that she's going through right now. It's like, the gate remains. Laszlo, let's go find him. But I don't run anymore.
We did it.
All right. And you guys go up the stairs. And it's floor after floor after floor. I mean, there's got to be at least 20 levels to this thing.
Damn.
They've been very busy
Even though you're
stealing
not
shit
running
from
yourself
around the
like
world.
this.
It's like, you every now and then you look over, she's like, oof.
You need to make an Avernian elevator.
Hey, you could have had a ride.
Damn.
You smell, Charles, you smell vampires up ahead. Not Laszlo, but there are vampires up ahead.
I would like to do a thing.
Yeah, do stuff.
I'm going to use my Phantasmal Shroud, which allows me to wrap myself in the illusion which poses as another person.
Damn.
I was going to do the shadow pelt for my stealthy and then have us be stealthy.
Cool, I'm gonna walk. So if y'all want to do stuff to make that easier.
Persuasion.
Are you gonna do Laszlo?
Yeah.
I love you! I'm sorry. All of the internet.
If you can put on somebody else's face, why not do
Why
it?
wouldn't you do that all the time?
Okay, a
Don't
cult.
change your face.
Oh my god,
Just
that's really nice
temporarily.
of you. I don't know if it was a compliment, but I'll take it how I want.
Shroud.
Of course it's not.
Oh my god, thanks. I love you.
Resolve. Okay. Persuasion.
I love everyone here. And Nick, who isn't.
I know.
I
Bummer.
know.
Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
It's our sweet Frankenstein. Where's my
May
resolve?
one of your backs be not in pain.
Oh,
He's got 5.
Okay.
the character, fictional character.
Oh, shit, I keep getting confused. That's why the magic isn't working. I thought it was just paradox.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh.
Alright, noted. That's why I'm always late.
What am I doing?
Like, alright, teleport. I'll get in my car.
Aw. I'm gonna teleport in my car. It's a magical artifact.
Okay.
Lets me get there faster. See, I walked here faster, and I'm not even tired.
2 10s.
That's a good one.
2 10s.
Yeah. Oh, look at those cookie dice coming in hot.
Yeah. Another one.
Hell
3
yeah.
10s. Good job, Quiddy Dice.
Quiddy.
Yay! You know, they've been like dropping the ball for a while, so I'm glad they finally woke the fuck up. I was real mad
Was
at
that
them.
3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
3
Okay.
successes.
What does that do?
Okay, so that
We win.
Yeah, we win everything forever.
we win everything.
Ice cream time.
Yay.
For the last episode.
Sorry, I lost it. There it
What'd you
goes.
say?
Ice cream time for the last episode. We just sit quietly and go.
Okay.
You should bring ice cream.
Can't eat it out
So basically, that makes me look and sound like Laszlo.
Yeah.
And it compares activation successes to
bringing
the
what?
composure of anyone with whom they interact. If the successes equal or exceed a given character's composure, they believe it. The effects of this illusion last for as long as the shroud is maintained. It costs 1 plasm per person to be deceived.
Okay.
Do. I'm in charge here.
So, all you guys.
We should do the whole
Doesn't
Star
look
Wars
like
thing and walk
Laszlo.
like we're in cuffs.
Oh, that
But
always works.
It does super work.
The only people who see you as Laszlo are the people you spend plasma to make see as Laszlo.
Okay.
So these people see you like go la 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 and like
Yeah.
and then the vampires are chilling.
Yeah.
While I'm smoking a cigarette.
How many of them are there?
Several cigarettes.
There's 3 of them.
Can we
3?
do the fake, like,
Yeah.
we're busted?
Yeah.
And like one of them like drops a cigarette.
Puts it up.
Sit out.
Cute.
Eddie's.
Didn't you do like stealthy stuff?
I have this under control.
No, because I didn't know she's going to do whatever she's
Where
doing.
did you come from, sir?
Just looks at him like, you would dare question me? My whereabouts?
And they have to just stands back, and everybody looks at him like, "What the fuck are you? What the actual fuck are you doing? You tear people's heads off to do magic."
Clearly, this rotation needs to be changed. I don't know how they got past you, but you're lucky I'm feeling generous.
They look at each other. Roll just a intimidation for me, real quick,
Okay.
Mike.
Can I
Can
use
I aid in
persuasion? I'm
intimidation?
mesmerizing.
I don't know. I just look
sure.
angry.
Okay.
Like at this point, like they're not going to suddenly disbelieve you.
Yeah.
If you don't fail, or if you fail, it's more of like
10.
10.
Who would fail?
That's weird. 3 7s.
Oh.
1 success.
The
you know,
Trinity.
what, that's good
That's
enough.
fair.
I don't know how they got past us, sir.
I don't either, and I will find out. But that's for later. I'm taking them up to deal with them. You need to return to your barracks and think about what you did.
They look at each other, trying to parse barracks, but they're not going to ask any stupid
Beautiful.
questions. Like, we have barracks? But they're also like, we do now.
Well, time to start building these barracks.
Oh.
And they don't say a goddamn word. Like they're kind of like back up against the wall, at attention, like
More guards.
hoping they won't be murdered right then and there.
Speaking of, they won't be murdered right then and there. Do we have any problems if we murder them right then and there?
I mean, you can, yes.
I'm just looking for a nay on this.
I mean, I felt like we should save our efforts for...
Fair enough. Let's go.
Mhm.
We'll be back together.
So
Kill them later.
you've seen them
Maul Charles.
go really fast. So they're probably relatively difficult when they know you're there and doing stuff.
Yeah, but they're at attention and not worried about me
That's
all
true.
Of a sudden.
That is true.
But restraint. Let's go.
Onwards, shall we?
Onwards.
After you, Prince.
Why,
Says-
thank
I'm just
you.
watching your butt
Yeah.
as you go like, man, if you hadn't killed all the mages.
No,
would
but
hit
she
that
looks
like
like
the
she
fist of
looks
an
normal
angry
to us.
god.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
she
just
looks
looked like
normal to
me
you.
to you.
I'm imagining.
You've got a good imagination.
Yeah.
I've seen you imagine before.
I mean, you could, if you wanted to, at some point in like the underworld, make somebody look like him.
Oh yeah, that's wrong.
That's
That's
terrible.
it's totally terrible. You shouldn't do that.
With consent. Do you want to be hotter? For like a second? Come here.
Okay, can you smell how far away he is?
Can I tell?
He's just been here.
He's
been
just
here.
been here, so it's
Okay.
a lingering scent.
Can I use my Argent Thorn that I've previously used as a compass?
Hmm
Like, I would like to try to figure out.
Where he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally do that.
Sweet. Do I have to roll stuff about it?
Yeah, why don't you roll some magic about it? Not your regular magic. Do your occult plus your intelligence, occult and
That
intelligence.
work.
He's at the Winchester.
He's just chilling. 1. 2. Two successes.
It shows a direction.
Nice.
You don't have an up or down, but
Yeah.
you got Chuck for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
It's
can
just
also
hovering in her
like
hands.
you can track him. I mean, you can track a a speck of blood
Yeah.
from 100 feet away. Like werewolf senses are even better than dog senses, which are fucking incredible.
I mean, this is more of a, like,
Yeah.
sometimes you get really excited and run away, and I don't go as fast as you, so, like, I just have a general bearing of the direction you're going. This is just a fail-safe. If you get excited and sprint.
Well, it's also like when you're playing like a first-person shooter and you have that little thing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what it
like
is.
the-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's like the Stones and Bears Eye, and you don't have the fucking like markers on your map, and now you do.
Yep, cool.
Yeah,
So you want me to roll to try to pinpoint?
Get him.
do it.
Find his butt.
I'm super not rolling well.
That's okay. There's 1.
2.
2.
2.
You only need 2.
2.
You can follow him. Like, you don't have any like special understanding of where he's going to, but I mean, he has been here and he left from here to go to a place.
You can tell he's like struggling to like keep the scent, but he's keeping it.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it seems like he's sniffing around longer than he normally does.
Okay.
And in fact, like you're gonna go up and like go to the front part of the area, like of the whole British Museum, and then you suddenly smell him a lot stronger, as well as the Marquis de Carabas.
Oh, shit.
And we're gonna end it there.
Nice.
Cool. Are there any questions you guys have about the game?
Can I kill everyone that's ever wronged me?
Yes, that
Okay.
is what the next game is for.
Okay, cool. That was my question.
We gotta populate my underworld.
Oh my god, I'm gonna give you so much.
So we did eventually make an underworld.
Oh, hold on, hold
Yay.
on. I'm not going to leave a soul.
Sounds good. I'm into it. We can make more.
We'll make one.
Humans can make more.
Everything's a ghost if you believe enough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We did it, you guys.
Hooray!
We broke the moon and
Well-
made an underworld.
Oh my god, we did it!
Welcome to our morality play.
Hey! Do what thou wilt. That is the whole of the law.
I'm confused. I'm queen of the underworld. What's the problem?
No, that's fine.
Not
Squad
not
goals
nothing.
achieved.
Can I be princess consort?
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
I just
Yes.
imagine your name literally being Princess Consort.
Well, you do have a
Probably
title, Khairyn, the Snack Mage Breaker of Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The unbothered.
And you also have a ghost werewolf for the underworld, and then a regular werewolf for the underworld,
Well, the werewolf with
And
the
a
underworld
giant
is not a
zombie
thing.
werewolf.
Yeah.
and a giant zombie werewolf.
You're
that-
welcome.
That tower, too.
And the tower, yeah.
The tower.
We're doing great.
It's a good underworld, you
Yo,
guys.
I'm
Charles
very
needs to figure out how to stop the lunacy. It's probably not going to work.
I mean, we did it a little bit by killing most of the moon. Lunacy. Root words.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we just murder all the vampires, and then the humans can sort their part out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, side note, Mac and I both looked up the wolf thing, and we were both right. It was both Native Americans and Anglos.
Oh, okay.
Anglo-Saxons.
Fair enough.
Or was it just Anglo-American? I saw the word Anglo, and then I blacked out after. And I was like, both! Whoops. Not in a disparaging way. I was just like, I've read enough. I'll round to the end of that sentence. That's not a good way to read.
I do that a lot. Sometimes that's why I write our notes. It's like, and it was called this thing I didn't write down because I forgot to pay attention.
Oh, amazing.
Yay! So we'll be back in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
For the finale?
For the finale.
Nice.
Which
to
will
see-
be our 13th episode.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. And it's
appropriately.
right
Beautiful.
before Halloween.
Yay!
The finale.
We did it, guys.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, we succeeded.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should do a cosplay. Should we dress up?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to dress up as Laszlo?
You can dress up as
Please
whatever you
don't.
want.
Just remember
What?
not the skin part.
Of course not.
Okay.
What?
I gotta say
It seems obvious.
And for Halloween, I gotta say it.
No, I have my vampire shit.
I know. I'm just saying, it's not for
Yeah,
you. It's
you should
for
definitely
others.
wear vampire.
That
shit.
would
Wear
not
my
be brought to you
vampire
by
shit.
ice wine.
It would
Not,
not.
it would
no,
not.
That's not ice wine stuff. Me cosplaying as Khairyn would be just me asking Terry to sit in for me and just yelling from behind her.
Okay, I don't see a problem with this.
That's pretty good.
Khairyn does this.
Alternatively, I feel like you just need a dramatic scarf,
Oh, yeah.
and then you're good.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful.
Are you just leaving? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bye.
I feel
Okay.
like my ears needed a break.
All
So-
over.
Oh wait.
That's the night. That's the end of tonight's session. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us in 2 weeks for our next session. If you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/autumnpeople. And if you want to find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. Other announcements and events people are doing.
Sweet.
Coming up on a finale, actually, for City of Mists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, so the next episode, maybe, depends on what the players do, is likely going to be the finale for Seventh Veil. So that's going to be not this coming Monday, but the Monday following. But this next coming Monday is going to be our Shadowrun game, which
Yes.
is real fun.
Yeah.
Greenwood Collective
Yay!
with GM Jason. So tune in, and also Sam and I are in that. And we play Creepy Twins.
Creepy twins.
Creepy.
It's slightly less creepy than this, and there's more spiders.
No!
There's so many spiders, you
There's so many
guys.
spiders, y'all.
Everybody do the spider rock. All you spider boys and girls.
Some of them are ghost
the
spiders.
spider never stops.
Yeah.
The spider rock.
I can't help it, you guys.
Like, I'm trying actively not to. Oops, more
I tried to
spiders.
make a less creepy character, and I didn't.
Wait, you were trying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Amazing.
Aww.
For variety. No,
Done.
just straight to Creep Town.
She was like, I'm not playing to type, I'm playing to type.
Whoopsie.
Yeah,
Whoopsie.
I'm considering trying to not play to like creepy, horrible stuff in the next game that I play.
Oh, what
but
next game? Were you allowed to say that?
I don't know. But I'm trying to not. What? No.
All creep all the time.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Do it.
No. Have you met Kimmy?
I'm scared, Kevin.
Okay, then you do it.
There's gonna be a mask AP!
Ah, secrets.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna be on it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm
Beautiful.
gonna be creepy twins with Jason.
Yay! Creepy twins
It
for
won't be as
everyone.
cool.
Yeah.
You guys are much better.
We're just different.
I'm gonna make hard light spiders.
No spiders!
Yeah.
Awesome.
Spiders, no spiting. Sorry, we stepped all over your announcements. Please continue.
Oh, I was just also
think we
going to
were-
say that outside of Happy Jacks, we do have 12-sided stories, of which Aabria is a part of.
And you were GMing.
Yeah.
So good.
So, yeah, I'm GMing a Vampire 5e game called Unquiet Blood, and episode 0 drops on Friday, and then next Friday is going to be episode 1 of that. So 12-sided stories, check it out if you want to hear my voice more.
Yup. You
Yeah.
Find
It's
out
also
why that
highly
blood's so
produced,
noisy.
and it's fucking rad, and so there's lots of sound effects and music and all kinds of cool shit.
Yay! Nice,
Are
nice.
there air horns?
Only
Text
if I,
West.
Do it.
only when I feel like making it with my face. He doesn't add in the sound effects. You have to do that yourself. For air horns, anyway.
Oh, I didn't know that. Noted for future episodes. Got it.
Sad
This Saturday and the Saturday following come to you here from 3 to 7 p.m. Pacific time for One Shot Saturday. We're running Star Wars.
Exciting.
No, I'm very excited. I just, like, it's two different versions of it. It's like the old 80s one and then the now one.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
What?
Jameson is going to be running it. It's going to be great.
So you're doing Fantasy Flight and
And-
West End?
Oh my god, thank you for knowing the words of it. Yes. Yes, we
Bring
are.
all your D6s ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Words are hard.
done.
And get
Yeah.
ready if you try and shoot a Gamorrean guard for him to go, ha 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 ha, the wongi Chewbacca, and then rip your face off.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Not gonna want that to happen. That's amazing. So probably only me on one of them. Because I make poor choices, as I am wont to do.
Yay, four
fortresses!
choices!
Yay! Everyone don't tell Kamini that we blabbed about the game that's coming out next.
But it's
or
very
if you're
exciting.
gonna blab, say that Tappy did it.
Yummy.
No, you're a snitch. Outside of Happy Jacks, you can catch me on Mondays on Hyper RPG playing Co-op 1991, which is a Kids on Bikes actual play.
Spikes.
Yeah, it's like Stranger Things and Twin Peaks had a real weird baby. And on Fridays, you can catch me on Hyper again playing Troll Hunters, which is almost D&D 5e with punishments if we laugh, which we do all the time. And on Tuesdays on Saving Throw Show, you can catch me GMing Pirates of Salt Bay, where we
Arg.
just make a bunch of like goofy ass pirate jokes.
Arg.
Beautiful.
Yar me
Yeah.
hearty.
You're-
Arr.
I be Captain
Yar!
Ahab.
Salt Bay.
Arg.
And I think that's it.
Hooray!
From hell's heart I
Huzzah.
stab at thee. Hooray!
I got announcements too, but I'm scared of Kimmy, so we'll move forward.
She can't fight all of us.
Yes, she can. Have
Yeah, I
you met
know
her?
she can.
She can and she will. I have a vague announcement. I'm gonna GM my first one-shot Saturday in November. It's gonna be a creepy nightmare to no one's surprise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
have some.
So you
I
can.
won't play.
Who do we fight to be in the game?
Yeah, I want
You
to
have
play.
to tell Kimmy you want to play.
Kimmy, I want to play.
Kimmy, I want to play.
Come on.
'Cause I want to be a creep. I want to be in a creepy nightmare game.
On the be spooky.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it the one you've been talking about?
Yeah!
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
excited. And you guys don't know what that means, so like, so good.
Yeah. You'll find out. It'll be great.
Cannot confirm nor deny the existence of said information.
Yup.
I won't play.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Much exciting.
All right.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
we did it.
I'm going to play us out.
And we're leaving you with a song.
Blah, 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 blah,
Every
blah,
puppy
blah,
do the spider rock. All you spider boys and girls. That's the spider.
If I told you the things I'd seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000